It's the Bob and Tom Show.
New car sales, Gordon speaking.
Yes, I am El Conquistador.
You are El Conquistador?
Yes, and I would like to make an appointment to come down and test drive a Mercedes.
Yes, sir.
It is important that I am not addressed as sir. I am not a sir. I am El Conquistador. And
Affirmative.
it is very important that I only be addressed in that fashion as El Conquistador. Could you say it for me?
El Conquistador. What would you like to drive, sir?
I am not a sir.
I'm sorry.
I am El Conquistador.
Brother, let me say one thing. I come from the South here. My parents brought me up to say yes, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am.
I understand.
I apologize for being polite, but
no, that is not my title. I am not a sir. I am El Conquistador. It's a title that has been in my family for thousands of years.
I'll do my best.
I am El Conquistador.
El Conquistador. I'll do my best.
You'll do your best, El Conquistador. Yes, so can you tell me what a good time for you to come in is?
Anytime, sir, anytime El Conquistador between the hours of 8 and 5.
What is important is that the people that you work with know that if they are to do business with me, that they must refer to me, not as sir. I know that is polite, but El Conquistador.
What does that mean? What does the title mean?
Excuse me, who are you addressing? Yes, the title means the conqueror.
I thought that's what the last part of it meant. El means the?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, El Conquistador.
Yeah, I'm sorry, El Conquistador. Okay, El Conquistador. When do you think you'll be arriving, El Conquistador?
I will be arriving next Wednesday around 4 o'clock.
Wednesday at 4 o'clock. I'll put you on my, that's when your flight lands, El Conquistador?
My flight lands at about 3:30.
Okay, so you'll be here. Are you coming directly here, El Conquistador?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Wednesday at 4 p.m. All right. I'll put that down.
His ass here.
Budget that time for you.
For who?
For you, El Conquistador. All right. Thank you, El Conquistador. I'll be waiting to hear from you and to see you.
Thank you very much for your time. I hope to do business with you.
All right, bro. Thank you, El Conquistador.
You're welcome.
All right, bro.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning,
El
Conquistador.
And welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Well, evidently I got some bad information. I thought Josh was gone. Apparently he's turned back up.
Yes?
Like a bad penny. I was told you left. In a huff. In a huff.
Negotiations.
Oh, negotiation?
Went well. I did leave for a 2-day vacation in a huff. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. Remember the Hupp-mobile, Tom? Did you have a Hupp-mobile?
What?
What?
Yeah, it was the name of a car. Hupp, H-U-P-P mobile.
I've never heard.
Really?
Never heard of that.
No
either.
kidding?
You left in a huff in his Huffmobile? A huffy, a bicycle.
Every
everything.
bicycle?
Oh, you can leave in a huff and a huffy.
Oh, yeah.
There's Christy at the news desk.
Hi.
Pat Godwin's here.
Hey, Chick.
Keeping my eye on him.
Keep my eye on
There's
you.
Ace Cosby. I'm Chick, and here's Tom.
Oh, good morning. Josh, how'd the fishing competition go? I know that you were vying for $5,000. How did it go?
The winner got 100,000.
100,000. Oh,
Yes.
jeez.
It was not me.
Oh.
I caught, nothing more than a 2-pounder. They were, the cold front came in and shut them down.
Oh, no.
But my brother Jeff caught about a 5-pounder, and he won $250 in his
Oh,
round.
that's
What was the
cool.
winner?
Who was?
Weight? What was the weight of it?
The last I saw, and I haven't seen the official winner, it was like 7-9 or something.
Whoa.
Like
You know, once you get knocked out of a high stress situation like that, you don't care who won. You just want to get your pole and go home. Yeah. If you didn't win, to hell with it.
that. I did mean to look it up yesterday, and I just forgot.
So it didn't take place? You mean they shut it down after?
No,
No,
I'm sorry. The fish shut down.
Fish quit biting.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
what
They
he meant.
stopped. They stopped
Cold
biting.
front came
It's too
down.
cold for
Yeah,
the fish.
yeah. They were hard to find.
It can be too cold for fish. They go deeper into the water. to stay warm.
Can't you put more line on?
Oh, sure. You adjust your bait, obviously, but
And you used live
just don't get
kittens, is that
hungry.
correct?
I used live kittens when we were catfishing that night.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah, they're
I know what you're talking about.
I'm kidding, folks. It was a
On
joke.
that, cold front, I was walking around on record store day, and it was check local listings. Of course, it was like 40 degrees.
yeah.
If
What
you
the
were
hell?
in the store, you were freezing your took-us off.
Yeah, we were cold. I'm like had my knit cap, my gloves on, and all that. Yeah, but it was fun. It was nice to be out there.
And you were on the boat with?
The first day it was Jeff and I, and then my older brother, and then the second day it was John and I, one of my younger brothers. So we switched.
And of the brothers, who did the best?
Jeff, he actually placed. He was
Wow.
He actually got money and he actually weighed a fish, which is ideal.
Do you have a scale right there on the boat?
No, you have to go to a certain weigh station so that they weigh it
So
professionally.
they can keep an eye on you.
Yeah,
No, but I mean,
we
like,
do have scales on the boat.
to
Yeah,
estimate.
So we caught his. He caught his, and oh man, this looks good. And it was for something. Well, we got to go weigh it.
You got to keep it alive, right?
Yeah. So you throw it in the live well there, fill it with water, and
Then after they weigh it, you throw it back in?
they do. They take all the fish and they release them. Yes, every time whenever they're weighed.
Now, do they release them right there so you could be fishing right there hoping to get one of the ones?
No, they actually release them at the end of the day.
Oh.
They'd have this big.
I think I caught him
pontoon.
again.
I've done that.
Caught the same fish?
Oh, yeah. I've done that.
How did you know?
Last time I went fishing, which was a long, long time ago, the hook went through the fish's eye, and there was no way to save. Yeah, took the eye out.
That happens.
It happens. Yeah.
Took the eye out. And, had to put it, and I noticed as he was fishing, he started swimming he swam away in a circle.
No, I've never
He
seen
was
that.
missing an
Little
eye.
fella.
Yeah.
They adapt.
Wow.
Yes, nature. It's nuts.
Yeah.
Well, coming up, we have crocodile news, alligator news.
Wait a minute. Did you get loaded? Did you get, drunk? Did
No.
you get couple?
Had a handful of beers. Saturday night. But then I went, if I continue, tomorrow is going to be impossible.
And what
So
about the lake bathroom? Did you take advantage of that?
just pee? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah. You got
All
to pee
right.
right
That's
there
not
off
bad.
the boat.
You have to be standing to do that?
There was an issue with that at one point. We were back in a cove, and I go, Jeff, I got to pee here.
You're screaming.
So I stand up and I'm peeing off the boat. And then as the boat kind of turns, I realize there are 4 senior citizens sitting on a deck. I go, were they there the whole time? He goes, yes.
Brothers.
They live on a lake. I guarantee it's not the first time they've.
Yeah, no, they did.
Yeah, they were like, well,
Wouldn't it be ideal to maybe have a Gatorade bottle go in that discreetly while sitting and then dump it over the
You
side?
ever tried peeing while sitting? It's not.
It's not easy.
It doesn't work as well as
I
you'd hope.
told you about this, Tom, and you might have been exposed to this when you were in the hospital for your various procedures. I reached a certain. I could not come off my back. I had to stay on my back for like 8 hours or something, and I couldn't move. So I had to piddle on my back, and it takes something for you to do that.
I mean, sitting up, it's not that difficult.
I think it is.
Sit up.
No, but I'm talking
your
about on a
bladder's
boat. He's not
compressed.
lying. He's not
Oh, way
lying on
better
his
to-
back on a boat.
No, you stand and you pee off the boat.
Give
That's
him
what
a
you do.
bottle right now, and you sit there talking to us and
And
see
pee
if
in
you
a
can
bottle.
pee. Go
Well,
ahead.
I'm not
And
a
then when
Jew.
you're finished,
I'm not a juice. I just.
Then when you're finished, you stand up and realize, oh, it wasn't all out.
That's right. Yeah, it looks like you pissed your pants.
yeah.
I pissed all over the bait. All of a sudden, they're biting. I don't know what's going on, but
Oh yeah, but
We did
catfish
that.
like
we did try
urine.
that.
no, there are a lot of secrets to the bait, right? There are a lot. People have their own thing.
Oh, they may, yeah, but no, not.
Oh yeah, what did you use? A dough ball, a stink bait,
Lures,
what-
right? You had lures, right?
Oh, sure, yeah. Threw a lot of spinner bait
Stink
Ah,
bait,
nice.
and
spinner.
You spray 'em with
a
something?
wacky worm, and then a
crank bait. Did you use the crank bait?
I didn't use much crank at all this weekend because they weren't interested in that. And then I just dragged a jig along the bottom there.
Yeah.
Now I know nothing about this, but do they have like a setup like you can get a like you were talking about a lure of the month club where a lure is mailed to you, a different one every month?
Yes.
I bet. Yep. I
Yes.
bet that's
they have
a
all
great
kinds
idea.
of like fishing boxes like
No,
that. Yeah.
This is kind of off topic, but I would be remiss if I did not mention this. I believe it was on last week's show. We were discussing slang terms for various body parts.
Oh yeah, the hangdown, sure.
Yes, and you mentioned that you refer to your hang down, if you will, as your crank.
The crank.
That's an East Coast thing.
I was walking the dogs last night, and our neighborhood cop pulled me over.
Oh really?
He goes, I just want you to know, my entire life, I have been referring to it as my crank. Be sure to tell hello,
Boom.
say hello to Chick.
Boom.
There you go,
Bang.
Chick. So you got
There you go.
You got the law enforcement community apparently on your side on that.
And every now and then I'll say, boy, I should really get some mud from a turtle. You ever do that? Ever use that?
That's romantic.
Is that like a bus
Oh, I
station?
don't
thing?
say it to the
mud?
Yeah.
Is that some
Yeah.
kind of
Huh?
I'm not exactly sure what that.
You don't know what that means?
Analogy is specific. Is there a specific orifice this
I know
involves?
what
Is
you're.
this
I know what
The
you're
mud.
trying to imply.
Is this like a mud vein intrusion?
No, I
No.
don't. I don't think that's the case. It could be, but I think mud for your turtle covers everything. I think.
Just
Soft and moist is
Right.
Yeah.
Does this mean? I'm sorry. Is this a
Insertion.
excretory event or is this a sexual?
it's a
sex.
It's a sexual.
It's like a
Turtle being the crank.
It's the same as getting.
Oh, I see.
mud being the.
This is like a math problem. Crank equals
Like saying you want to get your
hang
wick wet.
down.
That's right. I need to pay somebody to come in here.
Now, do turtles
Take
like
care of-
mud? I don't know what the.
Sure, they love
Oh, turtles love mud.
They do.
Wallow in it.
I'm not aware of that. I thought that was pigs. This is all confusing to me.
You know, on the movie
I'm not
Sasquatch Sunset,
Yes.
they have a pet turtle. You
Oh,
know?
they do?
Yeah, and the one of the Sasquatches is playing with the turtle. And, man, I don't want to give it away, but he gets too close and starts to kiss the turtle, and it's a snapping turtle. He latches on his tongue, man.
And you didn't get up and leave the movie theater.
Did you
No.
want to? I haven't heard that you saw it. So.
Have
I
you
did,
seen it?
yeah. It was okay. I looked at it. I knew going in it was like a scientific experiment. I need to see what this is like
I see.
because there's no dialogue. It's one of those. And I found fascinating though that you could tell it was Jesse Eisenberg in the Bigfoot makeup at times when he would look around and go, "Oh my God, that Social Network."
I wonder if he's on Facebook.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There you go.
Okay, all right. Now, we do have interesting animal stuff coming up today.
And sports, NBA playoffs continue last night. Roll on. All the teams have a 2-0 lead. And we've got orangutans. Is that how we're saying that?
Yeah.
And ice. Who needs ice for your
Baby?
cocktail?
And we have
Ice baby?
two different surveys. One is a study about the noises that people make during intimate activities.
Mm-hmm.
And the other is a poll of over 5,000 people about what is the sexiest sound.
Oh, I got a cramp. I got a cramp.
That
Cramp
would
in my leg.
that would not
Is that it?
that would not be in it. But we'll find out what some of those are.
I have big Wiggles news today, too.
The Wiggles?
The Wiggles.
What happened?
You got to call
Remember the
Caliendo.
Wiggles, right?
Is Fred still asleep?
That's the Flintstones, isn't it?
That was a hit. Wiggles.
No, the Wiggles guy falls asleep. He has-
Yeah.
he has-
Oh, yeah, I
he has
know. I'm not familiar with the
narcolepsy.
Wiggles.
Yes,
Sorry.
you're
You
familiar
have
with
to be.
I'm not.
fruit salad.
You're not? Fruit
Yummy,
fruit salad.
yummy.
Yummy.
Yummy, yummy.
Fruit
The Wiggles.
salad, yummy, yummy. Your
must have
kids
missed that
never
one.
watched the Wiggles?
Well, I must have been busy doing something else.
You didn't take them to see them in concert?
No, I'm serious.
Well, this
I
really.
bet the Wiggles get mud for their turtles all across the country.
Oh, yeah.
Backstage,
The
even.
turtles.
Man,
are so
hot and
muddy.
cold
Oh
running
my
mud.
God! I took my kids to see the Wiggles at least twice, 3 times.
we have a cursive update.
Oh, that the process by which human beings who care about each other compose letters
Yeah.
and mail it to each other.
Yeah, no, it's just the government pissing away money, wasting it on something like that.
Their opinions
What's
vary.
next? Phone booth repair. But right now, I want to remind you that the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is all about your mental health and helping you out. And the better aspect of this is it's an easier way to access therapy. And the way it works is you fill out an online questionnaire, and you'll be matched with one of some 35,000 therapists. You can switch therapists anytime, no additional fee. And then the beauty of this is the therapy is done online. So you can do it like a phone call. You can do it like a Zoom call with the camera on. You can do it like, I don't know, texting back and forth. It's about whatever works for you. That's the key to BetterHelp. You'll find out about it at betterhelp.com/BT show. The /BT show will get you 10% off your first month. And what we're talking about here is working on recharging yourself with therapy. And once again, if you go to betterhelp.com/BT show, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's all explained there. You can find your social sweet spot with BetterHelp. It's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, betterhelp.com/BT show. And again, it's all about convenience. You can do it in the Well, I guess the convenience of wherever you are when you want to do it. You don't have to hop in your car and go across town to see a therapist. Once again, BetterHelp.com/BT Show, the Bob and Tom Show, brought to you by BetterHelp. Also, coming up, we have it's a lot of really odd animal stuff today. Iguanas, alligators, hippos, crocodiles, ostriches, orangutans, snakes, and sex, both animal and human, in the news.
Yeah.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it Type 2 Peanut Goo, but yeah, of course you don't feel good, Greg. You ate an entire rotisserie chicken at 11:30 at night. You shoved the whole thing in your fat face in 6 minutes, Greg. I think you ate the rubber band that holds the legs together. I mean, come on. My birth certificate? That document is 54 years old. I also don't have the Declaration of Independence. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an organic peanut butter kid go off the deep end. It is not pretty. Okay, these kids, they spend 18 years eating it, then they go off to college. They have one bite of a Jif sandwich. 6 weeks later, they're passed out on a park bench with Nutter Butters all over their face.
So Dan, you're getting divorced, aren't you?
I know. Yeah. But I mean, really, even on like careers, I mean, it is tough, on the road. But we're just so different too. Like, comedy, and she is an electrical engineer. Very, very different worlds.
Okay. Wow.
And I probably should have listened more too, because I realized after her doing that for 9 years, the only thing I know about her job is that it has to do with electricity and engineering, and that's it. It's so boring. Like, I hate it. Like, she would try and describe it to me, and she would use these technical words that I don't understand. And then she would dumb it down with smaller technical words I also don't understand.
Right.
So it would just be frustrating. Like, I would feel like some dumb monster just incapable of knowledge. Just like, me no like talk now. Dan Hart hurts. Dan Hart sad. I mean, seriously, the things she would say.
That's very good.
But it would be like, would you guys understand this if she's trying? I'd be like, what do you do? She's like,
Are you asking us if we understand
like,
divorce?
No, the job. The job.
Oh, the job. Okay.
Like, okay, because this is the kind of thing she would say. I'm like, no, seriously though, what do you do?
Right.
She's like, well, right now I design schematics to handle the downtown power grid voltage distribution. What?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, what's the schematic do? She's like, well, schematic doesn't do anything. It just shows where the load's being carried. And I'd have to go 8th grade to make myself feel better. I'm like, well, I'll show you where the load's going to get carried. Dan happy now. Dan Hart fun again.
She'd be like, Dan, I'm serious.
Typical guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dan got big load.
Yeah.
Dan been on road.
Yeah, the problem was it was so dry. I knew I'd have to work so hard, and then in the end, it would just suck anyway. It would just be something boring I wouldn't care about.
Right.
Sometimes I'd want to just say, look, just stop talking. Do you or do you not build robots? No?
Yeah.
Then why are we talking?
Right.
She could build a robot.
Yeah, I guess she
Electrical
could.
engineer, sure.
Yeah.
I know. Why can't you do that?
She probably will.
Still,
Yep.
Yes, one that
Replace me.
listens. Yeah.
Someone she can get along with.
Yeah. Who doesn't like meat? Hello.
Yes, that could very well happen. That'd be kind of a dillbot.
Okay. I think that's
So
the
it likes
first time
pickles. All right. Okay.
insulted someone's ex-wife on the air.
No. A dillbot makes perfect sense.
If she's an electrical engineer, she can, make.
Yeah, make whatever she
Who
wants.
knows? I'm sure she's a level
I
person.
just picture my son saying, my new daddy's a dillbot.
I'm sure that.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? You don't want to do that. Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
and Tom Radio.
Our guest is comedian Mike Ciccone, and Mike is touring comedian, but you do have a family. You were telling us you take care of your daughter a lot.
Yeah.
She's 4 years old now?
She's 4 years old. I take care of her in the daytime pretty much. As you know, I work evenings, and therefore I'm the Mr. Mom guy. And I'm pretty good at it, except for laundry. I've noticed I still have the bachelor tendency with laundry.
That throw everything in at once.
No, when you're out of clothes, you do laundry.
Okay.
Which is fine when you're single. But now that I have the kid, I'm down in the laundry room. I'm in my bathrobe. She's in her Halloween costume. Doesn't really work that way.
Thousands of people in their cars going, I've been there.
Yeah.
Thousands of guys going, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I look like Hugh Hefner with Casper.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on a low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little. We want to look good in the painting.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello. Pat Godwin's here, Christy and Ace and Josh. Josh returns.
Hello.
Heard he quit in the huff, but apparently not.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, that was weird. I'm Chick, and maybe you quit like George did and acted like nothing happened. That's right. And here's Tom. Hello, Tom.
Hello. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Just, the green room here in our facility has been
Updated?
there's a marble countertop, but
Going on the market soon?
well, I don't know. It smells. What'd you say, Josh? Do you think it's?
Vinegar?
Oh, it smells like vinegar, but I don't know what it is. 'Cause
it
you
might
don't
be.
clean granite with vinegar. At least I never have.
I don't know. It caught me off
overpowering.
guard because I thought something had spilled on it.
Yeah, it's
Did you
just
do that?
overpowering. It smells like a douche night at the attack of the 50-foot woman's house. It is pungent. In there.
Well, it sure
She was
looks
tall.
nice. It's
She was,
beautiful.
she's really tall.
She's on Amazon. Yeah,
It's
about
a
50
beautiful
feet.
counter.
Great movie.
Great. Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably.
They're
just
remaking it.
Was there a need for a countertop and a new?
I don't know. All I know is I walked in this morning and there's a new
faucet, maybe.
Yeah.
We are getting a new faucet. They just haven't installed it yet. It's
Okay.
sitting there.
But anyway, we can be.
This mic's been crapped out for 5 years. Can't get that replaced. Well, we got a countertop.
Oh, now what do you got over there at the sports desk?
That's a great question, Tom. Jamal Murray, a 15-foot step back jumper at the buzzer. It's good. Yeah. The Nuggets wipe out a 20-point second-half deficit in Denver. It's a mile-high city, Tom. 5,280 feet above sea level. You can barely breathe.
Oh.
You open a pop, and it just goes... You know how when you open a pop here where normal people live...
Well, normal people say soda.
You mean a soda?
Soda, you're right. You Missourian. Anyway, Lakers lose 101-99 last night, and the Nugs have a 2-0 lead in the Western Conference Playoff Series. Western time, Western style. And Dante DiVincenzo made a go-ahead three-pointer with 13 seconds left.
That's my boy.
As the Knicks beat the Phillies, the Sixers 104-101, and the Knicks now have a 2-0 lead in their first-round playoff series. And, of course, the first-round playoff series, in the wisdom of the NBA, they're 7-game series, baby. It's going to go on forever. Wow. And the Cavaliers, Tom, your Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Orlando Magic Hats 96-86, and the Cavs hold a 2-0 lead in that series. And a team spokesman for the Sixers, get a load of this. They're going to file a grievance related to the officiating during their series against the Knicks. The Sixers lost both games in New York at the Garden. Knicks rallied in the final seconds last night to win. 76ers center Joel Embiid believed Tyrese Maxey fouled when the Knicks stole the ball from him on possession that led to go-ahead three-pointer by Dante DiVincenzo. Havlicek stole the ball. Embiid also said Coach Nick Nurse and some players were trying to call timeout during the play. You think there's a doctor named Dr. Nurse? Or it has
Yes,
to be.
there must be.
There
may even be a nurse doctor out there.
A nurse named Nurse, yeah.
Or there's like a Dr. Quack.
Quack and Bush.
Yeah, I bet there is.
I know there is
Oh,
a
yeah,
Quack.
absolutely.
Out in L.A.
I know
Quack
one.
and Bush,
I
yeah.
know. But I mean, just
Dr. Quack.
would that be if your name were Quackenbush? Would that be your nickname?
That's like, good morning. I'm your radio host, Chick Stutter. Be the same damn thing. You know what? What is it? Thursday, Tom. Are you ready for the NFL draft?
Well, I know we're going to have a special guest tomorrow talking about it.
Yeah, Seven's calling in tomorrow.
Joe
morning.
Theismann.
That's right.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's all excited. He wants to talk to Tom. Has a couple things he'd like to go over with Tom about the treatment
Well,
of
he just wants a couple tips.
Chick McGee. Oh. All right, I'll pass that along to him. And a person familiar with the situation, God knows why this is happening. Ace, maybe you can help me. Zach Wilson has been traded from the Jets, where he was arguably awful, to the Denver Broncos. And now he and Sean Payton are getting together, and he's going to be the quarterback in Denver. I don't know why. Yeah, see, you're
trying to
puzzled.
think who else they have.
Jarrett Stidham, I think. That Stidham guy. See? He's top of mind when you think of the NFL players.
We'll give him a shot, see what happens.
Is that
What's going to happen with the Jets after the first 4 downs?
Aaron Rodgers is coming back. They don't have anybody to keep people off of Aaron Rodgers. And, you guys know that Aaron just had an Achilles tendon surgery, and he's 40 years old. You know how you snap. You come right back after surgery when you're 40 years old. You're ready to go. I bet he's going to be all hopped up on that ayahuasca, that first game. He's going to be singing.
Doesn't that sound like a summer camp?
Ayahuasca?
Camp ayahuasca?
Sure.
Went to Camp Ayahuasca. That's the stuff that makes you barf, right?
Yeah.
You can, yeah.
Not only barf,
Initially,
everything comes out everywhere.
Oh, really?
Ah, really?
Yeah, 2 exits, no waiting.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
And the advantage is what again?
I just had a lady talking about this.
Oh.
And she had to actually babysit one of the people with her because they got so violently ill. They were really worried.
It's the closest thing a man can get to douching.
So wait a minute. This is a psychedelic drug? Is that what's going on?
Yes, it's supposed to.
You're supposed to get locked in a cabin. How does it work again?
Oftentimes those tents. And they make them real hot?
Well, remember, he went on Aaron Rodgers went on some retreat, and he said you don't have any sort of contact. They turn the lights out at 8. But apparently he had breakfast delivered. He had newspapers delivered. He had a television.
That was when he did his dark out thing?
Yeah. Blackout, dark out, or whatever he called it. Yeah,
I forget.
A television?
Yes.
He had a television in that thing?
He was being treated in a way that wasn't being offered to everyone else on the blackout retreat.
Well, that's not fair, or that's not what it is.
Why they call it a blackout? Do they limit what channels you can watch?
Yeah, it's censorship.
The other part of that.
Yeah, no meat.
Yeah, you can't watch Martin.
No meat, no
Is
salad.
that what you want?
Just salad.
The other part of the story, the lady was saying that they give you a mat, like you get this mat. She said the mats hadn't exactly been cleaned from the people before. Yeah, it was so disgusting.
So you're supposed to have hallucinations on this stuff?
You do have hallucinations.
Is it legal?
Ayahuasca? I don't think you're telling me these drugged up hippies aren't as hygienic as we'd like them to be.
So let me get this straight. You get to go to a place, you get locked up, unless you're on Rogers, you get no TV, and you're barfing, and you've got explosive diarrhea, and you're paying for this?
Well, the blackout thing's a different thing than the ayahuasca.
Yeah.
Ron White did this. Talks all about
ayahuasca is...
Yeah, another nut. God.
It's usually outdoors in a tent in the woods.
A yurt.
You can fly off cliffs.
Here's what you do, Tom. Here's what you do. Me, you, some ayahuasca, some peyote, and a yurt. Just you and me.
A yurt's a hut, right?
Yeah, like a round hut. Okay. We just sit in the middle, and we just talk about stuff. And we record it, and we'll play it back the next.
No.
Well, Sergeant, it seems there were 2 men in here. They tore each other apart. I don't know how.
No, there's only one surviving. It's Chick, and he came in weighing 245, and he's leaving. And he weighs 270.
Well,
what happened?
He has a new hat.
It's a brand new pink hat.
It's an odd-looking hat. Some might say it's made out of skin. Let's see. I do, dear Tom, I have been to Michigan.
Thank you.
I do custom crop and pasture spraying, and one of my customers must have been contracted to remove payphones. In one of his pastures, there are about 100 payphones and phone booths.
Wow.
They are currently surrounded by cows. As a 29-year-old, this is the closest I have ever been to a phone booth.
Either that or it's Gary Larson's house.
Yeah.
What is that a
cow waiting to make a phone call?
Is it an art project of some sort? Or?
I don't know. It says phone booth cows because we were talking about where did all the phone booths go?
There's like graveyards for planes. I guess there's graveyards for phone booths.
All right. Where's that graveyard for the cars that are buried front first?
Oh,
Texas.
Arizona, Texas.
I thought it was in Texas. Isn't it? Aren't they all Cadillacs?
Yeah.
The plane one's in
Cadillac
Arizona.
Ranch.
Isn't it the Cadillac
Is it
Ranch?
called Cadillac
And
Ranch?
aren't they buried at kind of an angle and the fins are sticking up?
I got to get out there.
That's kind of a cool art project. I was just stacking up phone booths. Maybe is it like a scarecrow idea? Maybe
I
think it's probably just
I
the
don't
place
think
where he
so.
dumped the phone booths.
In one of his pastures are about 100 payphones and phone booths, and the cows.
That's
He's got
wild.
Got a lot of land, and there you go.
Can you make a call?
I would love to have one of the London red.
You can
I
get
told you there. I know where there's one by the street. You could steal it.
I would never do anything like that. I'm in. Let me know. Let me know when that's going to happen.
Okay.
And I do have an update on your vinegar smell on the countertop.
Oh, okay.
It was the sealant. The silicone sealant smells a lot like vinegar. Thank you, Carter in Ohio.
Oh, okay. I mean, it really stinks in there.
Yeah. It'll go
I'd
well.
eat my cereal in here.
And it smells in here. So you know how,
Goes to the cereal.
Get that Febreze in here.
It's a good idea, Pat.
Big news. We were talking about this the other day. America's sweetheart. I've given up my crown. Caitlin Clark, the newest member of the Indiana Fever. It is possible she could play for the United States at the Paris 24 Olympics. Her first few weeks in the WNBA will determine if she's worthy of a roster spot. This comes after the Iowa superstar unable to attend USA's training camp. She did receive an invitation to participate. However, the Hawkeyes were a little busy in the Final Four. Attendance, though, is not mandatory, and inability to compete at camp would typically preclude an athlete from making it onto the team, but I think this is the definition of a special circumstance.
In the interest of ratings.
Especially for a rookie who's not yet faced that level of talent. It's very possible the United States Women's Basketball Selection Committee determines that Clark is not quite ready to go international. But we will see what we will
I guess there's a chance she may decide, too, hey, you know what? I should wait a little bit.
Maybe.
Or 4 years. But
and then we did get a number on her shoe deal.
$28 million. And
Nike.
A signature shoe and
good for her.
A line of clothing. Finalized for a roster spot for the women. Team USA will be made on June 1st. Clark will start her NBA career with the Indiana Fever. 2 preseason games on May 3rd and May 10th. Her first regular season game scheduled to take place May 14th in Connecticut against the oddly named Connecticut Sun.
For the casino.
Oh, well, that's tidy. Is that why the Mohegan Sun?
Yeah.
Boy.
They play in that arena.
And by the way, I'm available to work for that casino. If you'd like to go.
You'd like to be paid in chips.
Now that Caitlin Clark she's going to make this 26 mil.
Grabbing the bag, 28 mil.
Can you just quit everything then?
Well,
thank you. And then just disappear and live for...
I don't know if it was guaranteed, but I think I think it's an understanding.
You're going
She'll
to play.
Continue that she's going to play.
Now, and I don't expect you to know the answer to this, but were she to make the Olympic team, will her shoe deal
I don't think it goes anywhere.
The one of do the Olympic teams, are they assigned a shoe to wear?
Well, this is interesting. You asked me this because I know a little bit about this. Remember when the Dream Team, and Michael was on the Dream Team with all the guys, and he had, of course, obviously the Nike endorsement. But I think the Dream Team, the United States warm-ups for the basketball team was made by Reebok, and Michael put the American flag over the Reebok logo on purpose.
Right.
So he wouldn't have to advertise, if you will, for
Because I
Reebok.
do know that we saw the official shoe of the breaking team.
Yes.
Is a Nike with an upside-down swoosh on the bottom part.
I get the feeling that you're turning the corner and you're interested in watching the Olympic sport known as breaking.
My contention is, I'm sure it's interesting and fun. I just don't know where they're going to draw the line. Are they
So
gonna
you're like, this is how we got into Vietnam. You're worried about the domino theory. Is that what I'm hearing?
There should be certain classic sports that are. Didn't they drop wrestling from the Olympics or something?
Something like that.
Jake, if there's dominoes in the Olympics, then it has gone too far.
Well, I mean, why not have? Are they going to have square dancing? Are they going to have jazzercise?
I got 3 words for you for the Olympics. It'll make ratings skyrocket. Texas Hold'em.
Oh,
boom.
Again, it's just as valid.
I'd be down for jazzercise. Haven't you ever seen that 80s movie, Heavenly Bodies?
Yes, I have.
Jazzercise.
So every fad exercise is going to be.
Do you remember?
How about shake weights, Josh?
Boy.
So they had the shake weight competition for men.
When Showtime would run the girls exercising?
Oh, yeah.
How odd.
Between movies? Yeah,
Yes.
I could never understand that. Said the guy who doesn't like women.
Yeah, I was married then, and my first husband, and that was a huge fight starter.
Well, I remember.
Okay,
Really?
all right. So you come home. There he is watching the women exercise. Say,
I was real little, like I was real young when that was on,
like
and I remember thinking, who exercises between movies? I had no clue. It was just, well, time to get one
In
off.
those early days of cable.
And they had the 80s
He would
hair.
record them.
Oh, yeah. See,
now we're talking jacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack, or cranking the jack, or jacking the crank. Sorry, I got it
That's
backwards.
right.
Not
That's
getting enough at
right.
home, I guess.
Got that big,
That's how I felt, Pat.
big 80s hair.
Yeah,
You're like, I
nothing
like her more than I do
Big
you.
self-esteem booster right there.
I agree with you.
Boom. Let's see if we can make her relive it.
But no,
Thanks.
I am kind of coming around because since Mr. Tubbs, fan of the show, is providing the music.
Josh doesn't know this.
Ernest T. Tubbs?
No, we got a nice letter from a guy who calls himself Mr. Tubbs, and he's got, I think, at least 2 songs that'll be part of the breaking,
The actual Olympic
dancers.
competition. Yeah.
And again, I know it takes a great deal of skill. I just don't see it as an Olympic event. I mean, there are classic events like swimming and the crew and basketball.
Let's see a swimmer spin on their head, okay?
But I'm not saying it's not difficult or artful or what do high schools have breakdancing teams?
They might be.
Maybe so.
What's next? Phi Master competition? I
don't think that's a valid argument.
That isn't even in the same category.
How about, okay, what's the
One is
difference
an
between
exercise class and the
breakdance
other's
and
dancing.
jazzercise?
Ballroom dancing
What?
would be closer.
Yeah.
But then there should be a dance Olympics, not.
Well, there is. It's called gymnastics with a ball and ribbon.
Rhythm. Yeah.
And again, for gymnastics, there should be weight classes. I want to see a guy, 280, 6'4", get up on that balance beam.
And now the
try
Fantasia Hippos. We shouldn't have named them that in hindsight.
Well, in any event, so the story was that Caitlin Clark may be able to try out for the Olympic basketball.
Yes, Tom shot his mouth off late last week. Wanted to know
Shot my
about it.
mouth. I just asked a question.
And here we no, we haven't.
Just sure the folks at NBC would be very happy to have that happen. Since
So.
her final game for Iowa was the highest rated basketball game in 2 years of all games, right?
And they would profile the hell out of her.
Yeah.
Well, right now, I know that's coming up. Josh, I got a bit of news for you.
Okay.
Ask me the question, when's Mother's Day?
When's Mother's Day, Tom?
It's on a Sunday this year.
Yes, isn't that something?
You know what date?
Look, Christy, I'll handle it.
May 12th.
12th. Very good.
Is it 12th?
Yes.
Okay, so that means you got about a couple of weeks here.
Sure.
So that's why I want
Yeah.
my buddy Steven Singer to help you out. Steven Singer Jewelers, of course, the finest. Of course, and Steven, a great guy, dog guy. He's got his dog buddy. And Steven has something very unusual and exclusive. It's called the Red Wine Rose. Why is it different? Well, it's a 24-karat gold dipped rose.
Red wine make me feel so fine.
Oh, did you get the memo? Would Chick please stop singing during the Steven Singer announcements?
Steven loves my singing.
I doubt
and
it.
let's say you're watching the Showtime ladies exercise and you need to apologize to your significant other for recording them and playing with
Well,
yourself.
first of all, can I have the key to your time machine? If you're watching the Showtime exercise. By the way, you know there's a guy somewhere that has those on tape.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ace probably has some on. Do you? No.
Ace, if we give you $10, could you come up with some? I bet you can.
I'll give you 50.
With Mother's Day coming up, those great moms in your life deserve something great, of course. Steven Singer has the tradition is up and running, and of course, I'm talking about those gold-dipped roses. This one is called the Red Wine. Christy Lee, why?
Because it looks just like a wonderful glass of Bordeaux. Maybe?
And yes, and I guess Bordeaux's red wine. I don't know. I don't drink the stuff. But the point is, you could give your sweetie, You could give your sweetie a nice glass of red wine and this beautiful rose.
Yes.
Or you could give her the bracelet Christy
The
has on right now.
Atlas bracelet that I love so much. The
That-
vintage look. Wonderful.
True love is come along.
Memo said, please ask Chick to stop singing the At Last song during the Steven Singer announcements. I'll tell you what, I'm going to save you a lot of time and trouble. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com. You know about the beautiful gift box. You know about the free shipping. That's right, I said free shipping. A nice gift message from you to your sweetie. That mom in your life could be your wife, your girlfriend, your mom, or your sister's a mom. There's a lot of moms out there you got to cover here. IHateStevenSinger.com. Take care of all those moms. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you, if you please. Coming up, we have good news and bad news in the world of animals. We've got a nice happy birthday, and we got to plan a funeral for a big bird.
Not the big bird.
No.
No.
A large
No.
one. And bad news coming out of Milan, Italy. I used to live there. This upsets me very much. You'll hear about it coming up in a minute. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Now, we have a request. Christy, do you feel like doing a little something over there?
Something like what?
Well, we have a request for Christy does a thing she does on occasion on stage with Henry Phillips.
Oh, I see what
They
you're
are going to be working together.
Oh,
I don't know.
We were going to use that
We
as
have
the
to do
tease
the,
to get people to Wiley's on Saturday to
No.
see the big.
Well,
The big show.
The big
that'd be nice, but
duet.
there are a lot of people who can't make it.
Didn't
to the
we?
show.
Didn't we hear a new version of the? Wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Did you guys ever?
Yeah,
play
we did get that.
Oh, cool.
We played that.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we? Can you do the original? Do you know?
That's the more politically correct version.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever guys tried this on the air here?
Have we? Yeah, I think we have. I don't know. Gosh, Henry, it's been so long since I've seen you, and I just thought that would be great to kind of maybe sit here and talk about some things like the weather. Have you noticed how hot it's gotten? Oh my God, and the humidity.
She's talking again.
I have some friends that have shown
really
up
bugging
at
me.
the
She's
beach
talking
wearing the
again.
most ungodly
It's so
outfits.
embarrassing. I look at my friends.
I don't know what women are thinking.
I think
these
she's
days.
psycho because she's talking and talking and talking, talking and talking and
That's great,
talking.
but you know, at least make sure your surgeon gets your nipples in the right place, because I hate it when they skew left. God, what is that all about? You would think.
She's talking again. I need a cigarette. She's talking again.
Here's the other.
I wish we never met. She's talking again. She's like a TV set. She's talking and talking and talking. I'm gonna go insane.
Cellulite was something everybody.
I'm in
has,
horrific
so why
pain.
would you even do that to yourself? And then
I think she's on cocaine.
Your stomach looks like a battleground.
Maybe I
now.
need
It's
some
not
because she's
attractive.
talking and talking
Oh my
and
God.
talking and talking.
And I'll tell you what. If she
I
wears that
don't
bathing
care
suit
about
one
a
more
word
time, I
you
am gonna
say.
have to-
You
I don't know.
already told that stupid
Strap her to
story
her
anyway.
rooms and
I'm gonna get a 38 and blow myself away because you're talking.
You look at yourself in the mirror and go, this is as good as I am ever going to look. Oh, my God. And to go out in public like that? What is she thinking? I was at a black tie event
She's
the other night.
talking
Henry,
again.
and the girl had
It's
on
really
this dress.
bugging me. She's talking again.
In a beautiful
It's so embarrassing. I look at my friends.
Unbelievably low
I think she's
cut dress.
psycho because she's talking and talking
Believe it.
and
Here we
talking.
are trying to raise money for a charity, and her breasts are hanging out.
She's talking again.
Oh my God, she's 55 years old. Come
She's
on,
talking
Amy.
again.
Press your age. What are you trying to prove?
She's talking
we all
again.
know that once you start drinking, you're going to hit on your husband's best friend, and that is not
She's
attractive.
talking again.
Yeah, right.
See what you miss when you're gone for just a couple of months, hon?
Wow.
Christy
Okay.
Lee, along with Henry Phillips. I heard something about nipples the wrong way
Yeah,
and
have you ever
breasts
seen
hanging out.
that?
Skewing the wrong way.
Yeah.
Sometimes they put them back, they're not exactly
Okay, thank you.
lined up.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Marty Feldman nipples.
Is that what they call it in the textbooks?
I
for the
think so.
plastic surgery?
Mhm.
weights? Are you a fitness
Oh,
buff?
yeah, I like to pump a little iron, you know what I mean? I drink the protein shakes, take the vitamins, take the St. John's for my wart. I do the whole thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You got a wart, do you?
I like to go out and chalk up. The whole key is chalking up. You got to chalk up when you go. You got to chalk it up. I got the weight belt on. Chicks dig the weight belts. They dig the weight belts with a name on the back. You know, Steve. I don't know who Steve is, but he's missing his weight belt. Is that what you were waiting for? That's oh yeah. Oh, I like to pump it up. You got to be in top shape because I play golf.
You do.
You guys know the golf bit.
Oh, yeah.
I love golf. I play a lot of golf. I got some new golf jokes. I play a lot of golf. Oh, yeah. Every hole, like 14,000 strokes. That's a lot of golf. You know what I mean? I look like a propeller out there just swinging away. I love golf. I swing with one hand. I don't even use two hands. I don't care. The instructor's always trying to change your grip. Like, hey, you're not the boss of me. I hit that ball as hard as I can, walk 6 feet, and hit it again. Every hole I use the driver. Par 3, I don't want to see a 7-iron. I let the big dog eat. I grip and rip it. I got the weight belt on. Steve's playing some golf, baby. You give me a golf cart, a 12-pack, and a lake, I'll show you how to have fun all day. You ever wonder how far a golf cart can go in a lake before it sinks? You ever wonder? 13 feet. I love golf. What a sport. It's a good sport.
Hi, this is Carl Lewis, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Hunting is huge in Michigan. I don't want to upset any hunters because generally they're very well armed. But I am not a hunter. I don't get the deer hunting thing. I don't understand it. Mainly for this reason. I think it's unfair. The deer hunting season coincides with the deer mating season. Everyone know that? The deer just trying to hook up.
Yeah.
You know, that's not fair. I mean, picture yourself. You're at a bar. It's late at night. Last call. You're sitting there. Somebody sneaks up behind you dressed as a chair.
Right.
Shoot you in the head.
That's not fair.
It's not fair at all.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
When I was in the Navy, one of my favorite jokes was like I used to fly this radar plane, and we'd go up for these really long, boring missions in the middle of the night. So get a new guy in the squadron, I'd go up with him and say, hey, middle of the night, if you want to take a nap, go ahead. So he'd doze off. While he's asleep, I would go ahead and run. I'd hit the circuit breaker, pull the circuit breaker so the fuel gauges go to 0.
Uh-oh.
Then I would act like I was asleep. And when he came to, boy, did his eyes just light up. That's
light up like a fire. Oh, man.
Died of a heart attack. It's hilarious.
The old empty gas tank joke.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It is 2 for Tuesday. Hot damn.
That means the two Ace Cosby jokes of the day today.
Necessarily.
Well, that's what we're calling for.
Here's Tom.
Christy Lee pointed out during the break. We were talking about the breaking competition, formerly known as breakdancing. Since I guess there's no dancing per se. I don't know. Breakdancing was what it was called. It peaked in the United States many, many years ago. But it is going to be in the Olympics. And you were saying you did a little bit of research and apparently got huge ratings in South America.
In 2018, it was part of the 2018 Youth Olympics in Buenos Aires. NBC Buenos Aires.
I will have a taco and a burrito.
I got in trouble for saying Salman Rushdie last week.
Oh, yes, you should have. Yeah,
that's how he pronounces his name.
Salman Rushdie. Salman Rushdie.
Stand it.
How do you look at other people when you say stuff like that?
I look down.
Louis Vuitton.
We have all fatwa'd you for saying it like that.
What a bore.
Apparently, it was very successful on television. That's why NBC is hoping to draw a larger, younger audience to the Olympics.
Okay, but younger, that peaked in the United States, what, in 87?
I'm just telling you, people like watching
by younger, do they mean 50?
I don't know, Tom.
Oh, that is
Surfing, skateboarding, and sport climbing are also part of the Olympics this year,
I
along
think
with
they're a little bit more legitimate. What is NBC covering the plate spinning?
Let's see, plate spinning.
Not in there. Okay, because I'd watch that. That's one of my favorite things to watch.
Head spins, windmills, freeze moves, all set to music. That's your breakdancing.
And
defying gravity.
we got talking about it because a guy named Mr. Tibbs, who apparently his music was going to be used in it. We're not sure now.
Oh, yeah, you missed that. I did my Rod Steiger impersonation yesterday because
Mr. Tubbs, I'm sorry, the rapper Mr. Tubbs, friend of the show, and you did your.
Rod Steiger looks at Sidney Poitier and he goes, "What do they call you there in New York City, Virgil?"
That's very good.
Oh, that's Rod Steiger.
Yeah.
What do they call you in New York City, Virgil?
Can you do Sidney Poitier?
I can't do Sidney Poitier.
Oh, yes, you can.
You
Come
can. They call me Mr. Tibbs.
He's a little angrier than that.
Oh, yeah.
Very
good.
The best line in that movie is, "I've got the motive, which is murder, and the body, which is dead."
That is good.
Oh, Ace, that was not bad.
Yeah.
Slow down just a hair. Say it again, please. Go ahead. Let him do it. Go ahead.
We've got the motive, which is murder, and the body, which is dead.
That's good.
Yeah.
We've got the motive, which is murder.
Guess
the
who,
body, which is dead.
Guess who Ace thought we were talking about when we were talking about In the Heat of the Night?
Carol O'Connor?
That's exactly
Yeah.
TV show.
Yeah.
Yes. And the guy from Ragtime who was the cop.
Why haven't they copped that, done kind of a play on that for the soft drink Mr. Pibb?
They call me
Mr. Pibb and have like a, is there a Mr. Pibb? Is there a character like Mr. Peanut?
Oh, like
Not
with
that
a
I'm aware
monocle? It looks like a Pringle guy.
Much like there's not a Dr. Pepper per se.
It's about time. Don't they understand branding?
Well, Mr. Pibb isn't really a thing anymore. It's just Pibb Extra.
Really?
Yeah, you can't just get a plain Mr. Pibb.
What's wrong with our culture?
I don't know.
How did,
What'd they throw in there that's
how did
extra?
Mr. Pibb get canceled?
Yeah.
What did poor Mr. Pibb do?
Oh, he was a monstrous racist. But no, I don't know why they changed that back in the day. It was a good 10 years.
Didn't New Coke teach anybody anything?
Leave things alone.
Well, branding is always a good idea.
Yes.
Okay. Well, in any event, we were talking about shoes.
Yeah.
Because Caitlin Clark has signed a deal for apparently $28 million. I read an article about it over the weekend. There was a bidding war, but Nike was
beat out Under Armour and Adidas
by significant numbers.
By both, they doubled length of contract and dollars.
And I don't expect you to know the answer, but I didn't. It didn't say in the article I was reading how long it would take for this shoe to hit the market.
I heard that it's ready to go, so I don't know.
And then I did talk to a guy over the weekend that has a connection to the industry, and he said he thinks that they had the whole thing, that whatever she wanted in her particular shoe was pretty much a done deal.
Hi, honey. How'd things go today? I was over at the hardware store, and this guy comes up behind me and starts asking me about Caitlin Clark, and so I had to tell him that I was I'm in the shoe business.
Yeah, I have a connection to the industry.
I was actually embarrassed.
Why?
And he would not shut up about it.
Because Chick is very sensitive to the type of shoes one wears.
Yes.
Because
I'm sensitive especially to the rags that you wear on your
So
feet.
what were you wearing in front of this man who had the ties to the business?
I was not wearing my high quality
on-clots
shoes but Chick doesn't even like those.
I like those.
I was just wearing some. I almost never wear these, but I was due to it's a long story that it involved dogs and problems with dogs and rain, and so I was wearing these slip-ons.
Oh no!
You're wearing Crocs?
The Skechers?
No, not the Skechers.
Yeah,
Skechers.
Chick
Okay.
hates those.
I don't know why you hate those. They're very, very handy and very convenient.
Skechers are I'm gonna put my Skechers on and watch Sunday morning, and then maybe have some oatmeal.
See, are those Skechers, Ace?
There you go.
See, they're great. They're comfortable. I love them.
Those used to be white, didn't they? Get a shoe.
No, they're gray.
Oh, you're okay. Let's move on.
It's shoes.
The point is, I'll be interested to know when Caitlin's shoes come out, but apparently the breakdancing shoes from Nike are available now.
Yeah.
I should probably get a pair of those.
And those have the upside down swoosh too, because the kids spin
are
upside
spinning
down.
upside down.
You won't wear them. Why are you going to get a pair of those?
And look, you know what? This is going to be kind of fun to watch. They go head to head. They face off. They have to improvise. The DJ plays whatever music they want. They've got it, and then the judges judge. And
Josh, you sold me.
Josh, I'm just hoping that they get those guys that do the Masters, that treat it like it's a religious event. He's approaching the putt, and Jesus, shut up, Jesus! I'm trying to do this broadcast.
Looks like he's
Dad.
He's working with a 3mm cardboard.
Yes.
I've been wondering since we started talking about it, what qualifies one to be a judge for breakdance?
Well, you got to be a pro in breakdancing.
I would hope so. It better be the two guys from Breakin' and Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo.
If they don't at least interview those guys.
I bet we don't know any of the people that in those movies.
I can't remember the two main guys' names.
Well,
Turbo, wasn't that his character name? Or
I don't know.
Or maybe.
Isn't that a Transformers movie?
Well, I mean.
Oh, and Tom, here's an article you need.
Yeah, thank you. Turbo and Ozone. Yeah.
Thank you, Jason.
Here's an article
And don't ever use that again.
You need to read. Breakdancing is heading to the Olympics, but at what cost? There's a
Oh, come on. Don't be naysayers. Let's have some fun.
It's not me. It's this guy writing for this paper.
Well, it may get great rain. Who knows? It's at some point they're going to have so many events. It just diminishing returns. It waters it down.
Well, write it down in your calendar, August 9th and 10th. Those are your breakdancing days.
Ice-T was in Breakin', and Christopher McDonald had a role as well.
I missed that.
Shooter McGavin?
Yes.
Son of a gun. Huh.
Oh, and the guy from My Left Foot was in it, right?
Daniel Day-Lewis played Ozone.
Yeah. I thought he played the cardboard.
He's good.
Very good. He's good. That man is
Daniel
amazing.
Day-Lewis and Helen Mirren. And,
Okay, a lot of nudity.
David Tennant.
Okay. Coming up, we
More
have
sports.
something better than this. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email. Bob and Tom.
Last time you were here,
Yes.
you got talking about catchphrases.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even sure you remember this.
In fact,
I remember it.
we actually use it.
We use it a lot.
Right now.
And
How's that working for you?
You know, I got to say that, you know, I'm a comic, so everything, and when I improvise something, it's a throwaway. And I'm certain that I've thrown away my career and the potential for a decent career 100 times. I've had people say to me, you know, that baked bean bit, the funniest thing I have, and I don't know what they're talking about. You know, because it's like, you know, I got my stuff, and then I got my, because you had that guy on from Bruce Springsteen earlier.
Sure.
And I was talking about working with the boss and the boss way he works a set list. That's me.
Yeah.
I don't mean to say I'm like Bruce Springsteen, but I'm like Bruce Springsteen.
Okay.
You change it up every night.
I have a set list, and then I'm willing to.
And you never follow it. Yeah.
You know, I'll do what I need to do. I'll do whatever I got. It's like making love. You know.
But you do it
right now.
Oh, that's right.
See, we love that phrase, and you've given it up. Then we were hoping.
I did it. You know, and when I did,
There's no right now T-shirts.
When I did the Bob and Tom show tour, I don't know if I told you I did it.
Sure.
And Chick introduced me. He introduced me with that catchphrase.
Oh, yeah. It's starting. It's starting.
Is it Sweeping America?
And
we want to. We'll bring you back on the tour, but only if we can do the right now thing.
Oh, look!
Could I hear
what I gotta do?
Could I hear the baked bean bit right now?
Because, you know, sometimes my mom used to make baked beans with her special sauce.
Yeah.
Which was mustard, ketchup, and sugar. And she would, you know, she goes, go on to the dinner, come here right now. Right, and she had this really deep voice. That's before she stopped smoking.
Yeah.
She was a Pall Mall babe.
Wow. Did the sugar make the beans
Brown sugar.
Sweet.
It was a brown sugar. It was like the best thing in the world. And
Yeah.
my father was overweight, and so my father, and no matter what, she couldn't do any wrong. You know, this is the greatest thing I ever, you know, it's mustard and ketchup and
brown sugar.
Brown
a lot of sugar in there?
and some Campbell's baked beans. And he we could have, if God bless my father, may he rest in peace. He would have been happy with a trough.
Fill with oats.
And I'll tell you something. My father lived for dinner.
Did he?
Mustard?
Yeah.
Because my father, you know, my father was, he was a real man. He was a Marine Corps lieutenant colonel. We've talked about this before.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
My father was in World War II. My grandfather, World War I. I enlisted in the Army out of high school, just missed Vietnam. But I was in time for our country's war on drugs.
How'd you do?
Technically, I fought for the other side.
We have to take a break right now.
Right now.
Oh, so we have the cabinets returning.
Cabinets are here.
Now, Tim, we need to get to this because we have a time deadline here. We're hoping to hook up with Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Beautiful.
So
all right.
move it forward.
You know, they seem to have all the time in the world until you guys got in here.
Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? What do you got?
Let's
We
go.
love these guys. Here we go. Ready to go? Let's go. Writer's block, writer's block, writer's block, that's what I've got. You think I'm kidding, but I'm not. I've got writer's block.
Yes, he's got writer's block.
Writer's block, yes, I know. This is where the joke should go. Is there a joke there?
No.
I got writer's block.
Yes, he's got writer's block.
This is good. This is better than rehearsal.
Really? You guys rehearsed a couple years ago, right?
I started out, my mind was blank. I sat and thought an hour. By then my mind was even blanker. La 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 la. La 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 la. Writer's block, it's not fair. I'm sitting in my lucky chair and I can't find funny anywhere. I've got writer's block. I've got writer's block. Blow a whistle. Ring a bell. Blow a whistle again. 'Cause I can't write a joke. No, writer's block, writer's block. That's the song, that's all I've got. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. I stole that line, yeah, it's not mine, 'cause I have writer's block.
Yes, he has writer's block. He claims it's writer's block. It's always writer's block. He's never not had writer's block.
Hey, you guys, I think it's time we get some new singers. I'm getting tired of you guys.
Yeah.
Nice ringing the bell.
Bravo.
Thanks very much. Tim Cavanaugh and the
That was the
Cabinets.
best we ever did.
And the Writer's Block song.
And it's part of your show.
Yeah. Hey. Where are you hanging out?
The way to a man's heart is through his stomach. I guess, if you're born without a vagina.
Thanks for joining us with us in the studio, comedian Billy Gardell. Now, for many of the comedians who visit, all you have to do is tell them that there's porno there, and suddenly they
What? I can't. I'm married. I can't even have it in the house. She'll find it. It's every time I walk in the house and I'm doing something wrong, I hear that music from Law and Order. It's like gong gong. I didn't do nothing. I'm so scared of her. I'm just scared of her.
1:27 p.m. The Gardell household. Dong dong.
She's Southern, so she'll slip a sandwich in front of me, Dad. And then I did it. Wait a minute.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Don't.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7.
From Window Nation to the new guy. That's succinct.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
Pat Godwin at the guitar.
Hi.
And got his hands on his organ. That's nice. There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Learned a lot this morning.
And we're not even halfway done.
We were talking about the old days, the early days of cable, and you mentioned that on Showtime, they used to run these sort of random exercise videos,
so to speak, yes.
with ladies doing exercise.
Yeah,
then,
Showtime.
Christy, you confessed the following.
Yeah, well, you all know my first husband was very into those.
And he would actually tape them on
Yes, he would
VCR.
tape them on his VCR.
Well, so he wanted to exercise with them? And
that's right.
He worked out a lot with that. That right arm was noticeably larger than the left.
And he had a bumper sticker in his car. I believe it was called Jizzercise.
Yeah.
That
He was a fan.
Yeah, it was good.
Remember when HBO would run, and it was cool. They had a guy running in Central Park. That was the video between movies.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
And Matt Lauer was your host for a couple of the movies. Yeah, I don't know if he locked women in an office during that time, but
we have asked Jeff Oskay from our staff to join us. Jeff is usually helping us out with a feature called News We Failed to Mention. However, I have just been informed that Jeff Oskay is somewhat of an authority on breakdancing.
I have so many questions.
And breakdancing is going to be part of the Olympics. Were you, back in the day, a breakdancer?
I wanted to be. I didn't have the skills or the coordination, but breaking and breaking to electric boogaloo were in my rotation growing up.
Okay.
We had hardwood floors, so we would pledge the hardwood floors so you could backspin on it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that ended once my mom took a hard fall in her soft feet.
Oh, boy.
That was the end of pledging the hardwood floors. But, Tom, I know in America it seems like it's past its thing.
Yeah, what time are we talking? What era is this?
Well, the
90s?
thing is,
early 80s.
There are tons of like you have Step Up, you have You Got Served.
There are a crazy amount of
there's a lot of movies, young people about breakdancing, and I know this is foreign to you, but there are other countries outside of America that have things they enjoy.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Like Japan, they'll sell out an 80,000 seat venue for a breakdancing competition.
Really?
It is huge in Japan. It's huge in France. There's this twins called the Les Twins from France who are amazing breakdancers.
No,
They
you
travel
are.
all
Can I
over
just
the world.
say, Chick, could you translate that for me?
Les Twins means the twins.
Oh, thank you.
That makes sense now.
Thank you very much.
Break in the movie.
Les Mew.
1984, 40 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Sixth grade Jeff. Oh, backspinning in the family room.
That doesn't mean that it's still not popular.
No, I'm just saying. I understand that it's popular. I didn't realize it was that popular internationally. It came and went here in the States. And they're doing it for television ratings. At what point do you draw the line between exercise fads and Olympic sports? It's not like the 100-meter dash where it's a classic. It's something sort of, I don't know, faddish, I think. But I
wouldn't say breakdancing is a work. Like, no one's like, hey, I'm heading to breakdance class to get my workout today. It's not Zumba.
It's not a.
Like, it's
no, it's not an exercise thing,
it's
but
not
it
an
is,
exercise thing.
it is dated for us.
There's also different kinds of breakdancing. Like, what you're talking about is power breakdancing, where they spin on their head and they do the things. When you, like, the pop and locking people, that's pop and lock.
Yep.
That's mainly up above the ground and no spins and stuff.
But that's all going to be a part of the Olympics. You have to do top rock, power lock, or power rock, or something like that.
Do they have, like, slow dancing?
Sway into the music?
Slow.
No, but the real popular thing in breakdancing right now is to be going real fast and then stop and slowly move your body so it looks like you're moving in slow motion while everyone around you is still going full time.
It's becoming clear to me that you are following this.
I watch breakdancing competitions. I'm a total dork.
All right. Those are available on television service?
They're on the YouTube.
Okay.
Not in America.
Right.
But yes, I admit, in America, it's fast.
Do you know who the... No,
I have no idea. All I know is
that
that song they sent you is not from a breakdancing.
Okay, we've been informed that may have been. Now let me ask you this: do the men and women do it together, or is it
No, separate.
No. Well, you have singles, and then you have team, which is They have duos. They have team, which is up to 4.
Are they co-ed, or is it all?
No, boys, and then they have the girls competition. And we are going to have, 2 boys and 2 girls in the Olympics, I believe.
That's the whole team?
Are they ever co-ed, like just for fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes for exhibition.
Like, step up or step up to the streets. I believe.
Step up too.
So far, 2 U.S. breakers have qualified for the Olympics. One, a girl by the name of Sunny Cho.
Yeah.
Girl Sunny. Are you familiar with her work?
Yeah.
And Victor Montalvo.
And
boy
remember,
Victor?
don't they? Yeah, they a girl name and then boy name is how they refer to the breakers.
Girl Sunny, boy Victor.
And I've got the top breakdancers here. I'm going to say the top 10, according to the latest ranking.
In this world or USA?
In the world. Number 1, well, let's go to number 10. Number 10 is B-Boy Thesis. a member of the Knuckleheads Call Crew.
Oh, dude, I like the Knuckleheads.
Yeah, so the Call Crew.
B-Boy.
Yeah, of course. What, wasn't that Ezra Pound and T.S. Eliot?
Thesis has won multiple world championships, known for his creative and unpredictable style.
Oh.
Number 9 is Salah, a French breakdancer, won multiple world championships. Number 8, Hong Ten. A member of the Korean crew, the Drifters.
Yeah.
Number 7.
Really not to be confused with Hung Ten, the Korean porn star.
Right. Number 7 is Physics, also a member of the Korean crew. Number 6, Rox Right, R-O-X-R-I-T-E.
Oh, is that the Scooby-Doo team?
Rox Right. Rox Right is a member of the Red Bull crew, All-Stars crew. He's won multiple world championships.
This is
sponsored.
Usually that's who's sponsoring it.
Red Bull?
Red Bull.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Red Bull, they're extreme.
Yeah.
It gives you wings. You know that. Number 5 is Lilu, French Algerian breakdancer. Number 4.
Oh, not singer of To Sir With Love?
No, that's Lulu.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Number 4 is Ronnie Albinado.
Yeah, Robbie.
Member of the legendary Super Crew, and crew is spelled with a 3. Instead of an E.
Yeah, that's standard.
Number 3, B-Boy Jr., a French breakdancer. Number 2, rated Ken Swift.
Now, B-Boy Sr. really paved the way, didn't he, Oskay?
Until the famous incident in Belgium.
Yes.
In which his anus prolapsed in the middle of the spin.
You know who I don't care for?
Look like a windsock.
B-Boy Senior.
You didn't care for him?
Sure. B-Boy Junior. Hell of a guy.
Yeah.
Number 1 rated.
Is a Shabba Do in there?
No, that was in Electric Boogaloo.
I know. I'm looking at the process.
Number 1 breakdancer in the world, Richard Crazy Legs Colon.
Oh, yeah.
Colon?
C-O-L-O-N.
What country is he from?
Founding member of the legendary Rocksteady crew. He's considered one of the most influential breakdancers of all time.
And he was back in the day.
He's
back Turbo and Ozone.
Richard Colon.
Featured in numerous documentaries and TV shows about hip-hop culture.
Yeah.
So he will probably be one of the commentators.
Yeah, if your name's Richard Colon, shouldn't your nickname be Boo-Foo or something?
Yeah, Dick. This is middle
Crazy
is N, like a Dick and Colon.
Now, would he-
That is just awkward.
Did you just say he'd probably be one of the judges?
No, well, probably. I would think
Why
a
not?
commentator on the
well,
television
that or a
coverage.
judge, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm learning a lot about breakdancing. And
Oh, and by the way, you would hate it.
Okay.
Like everything about it, like the announcer is out on the floor while it's going
No
on.
kidding.
Like, oh, look at this, son. And you're like, yeah. it's-
Is it a distinct advantage to be small of stature as it is in gymnastics?
Well, no, the Lay Twins, they're both like 6'2".
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, they're super tall. But then you have real short dudes. You got everything. You got all races and nations. It's great.
It's going to be fun to watch.
Okay. And I did a little Googling here. Hong Kong is a Japanese porn star.
Hong Kong. Oh, yeah, sure. Not Chinese?
No, Japanese.
Okay.
Hong Kong.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was a Hong Kong joke.
Yeah.
No, apparently the Hong Kong and China are having a dispute.
What, they're mad at Hong Kong?
Totally saved it. There's something about property rights. And a surprising amount of pubic hair. For Hong Kong. I think it may be a wig. Class, anyone? Christy, have you learned anything in the show? What is a pubic hair wig called?
A merkin.
There, see? You wouldn't know that if you were
You're right. I
on
wouldn't
some
have-
other morning show. You'd be.
You know what else you wouldn't know? That Raycon Everyday Earbuds are a great gift for mom on Mother's Day. You
That's
get her,
true.
you get her a pair of earbuds. You can buy yourself a pair.
Step
of
up,
earbuds.
son.
Step up, and you could keep.
You can practice your breakdancing and not bother anybody.
They stay in your ears while you're breakdancing.
Exactly.
I have one more question after you're done with this. I got to ask him, so don't go anywhere.
Raycon's Everyday Earbuds are the perfect way to tune out all the noise and concentrate on your breakdancing. Audio quality of Raycons rival all the big audio brands you know and love at a price you'll love even more. Seamless Bluetooth syncing, 8 hours of playtime, 32-hour battery life. Raycon's optimized gel tips fit every ear ever made, and they will stay in your ears. They also have earbud tap functions, noise isolation, and they make a great Mother's Day gift. They truly do. And Raycon's offers easy 30-day returns just in case.
Chick Tom has his hand raised.
It's Mom. Yes, Tom.
Dear Bob and Tom show, I heard Chick talking about Raycon earbuds, so I asked my wife if she wanted it, and her response was, I don't need them. Well, I bought her some anyway.
Boom.
And she now uses hers while working out, and she loves them. I use mine while mowing my lawn, and I used them to drown her out. Thank you, chick. You're my favorite. Well, that's a nice letter. I'm sorry. Those are the Raycon earbuds.
And now of course, we have a great deal for you. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 20% off your Raycon order plus free shipping. That's 20% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Tom. One more time. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Two things. I like getting cool gifts. I've got a super cool gift for Chick he doesn't know about that I think is almost done.
Ooh.
Do you, what size shoe do you wear?
10 and a half.
10 and a half. If I get to the breaking shoes,
I would wear them every day.
Okay. Now, here's my question real quick. When when they go out to these breakdance competitions in the Olympics, they don't know the music that's going to be played?
No.
And I see. So it's not like skating or where they.
No, it's all improvised, and that's how you get your points. Is whoever improvises to the music on the beat the best.
Cool.
Now, if I get you the breakdancing shoes, will you? If we get Noah over here, our videographer, will you do a little breakdancing for us?
I can't, but I'll try.
You'll do your best.
Yeah, right. I can robot it a little bit.
Robot it. That's so cool. I can't wait to see that.
And you could do the Dougie.
I'm not sure what that is.
Or the Freddy.
I got to show you.
I can do the Freddy.
I'm looking at the highlights of the Red Bull 2023 World Finals in Paris. You need to see this.
Okay.
Tom.
All right. I'm looking forward to it.
It is.
Cool. Well, my mind has been changed.
You're going to hate it.
I don't
call me Mr. Tubbs.
Okay.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello. And we've had a wonderful morning because we have a terrific guest in the studio. Sitting next to Christy Lee, it's a veteran of many years with a guitar. A guy who...
I thought you were going to say bottle.
I can't... Pat, I tried.
Well,
this is why I get the reputation of being the dick in the show, but no, I'm trying to do something nice.
No, you are the dick on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Who put the dick on the show?
I blamed it all on me.
See, this is... I'm
not going to say anything until I'm introduced.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's
Pat Daly is here with us.
Thank
Pat.
you. Good morning, everybody. Nice to see you.
Hi, Pat.
No, Pat. Good to see you.
You do an annual residency, if you will, at Sloppy Joe's. That's the place that does the famous Hemingway lookalike contest every year.
Yeah.
And you could actually...
And you win every year,
You
don't
could
you?
certainly place in that.
They've been after me for a lot of years to do that. And now I say I'm too old. He shot himself last year.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let me play a song for you.
Okay.
Please.
Ohio is having a blizzard. Missouri is having a flood. Oh, I can't read the paper. It's too small.
Must be the martinis.
Okay. Where's that music stand?
Would you like Chick's
Okay, here we
readers?
go.
You want my cheaters?
Okay, let me start over. Okay, Ohio is having a blizzard. Missouri is having a flood. Most of the South is having a drought. And Malibu's having a slide in the mud. San Francisco is having an earthquake. They say she won't last through the year. The whole country is reeling in recession, and I'm having one more beer. Oh, I'm having one more cold one till the news and the blues disappear. The world's on the brink. There's time for a drink, and I'm having one more beer.
Oh, yes.
My sister is having a breakdown. My son is having a toke. My dad is having his old emphysema, and I feel like having a smoke. My buddy is having a sexual crisis. He's smiling at me kind of queer.
Uh-oh.
My secretary's having her pregnancy test, and I'm having one more beer. I'm having one more cold one till it all hits the wall and disappears. My wife's having fits in, and cat's having kits in, and I'm having one more beer. My daughter is having her nose pierced. My mom is having her butt tattooed. My brother is having an affair with my wife. Uh-oh. Guess who's the one getting screwed? So if you're having heart palpitations about the way things are heading around here, just give that waitress a pat and tell her that I'm having one more beer. Geez, I'm going to have to practice that one.
I love that song.
I couldn't read my words there.
That's all right.
I don't know why. I got to get them up this close now.
Stick around. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcast. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Decide we're going to get engaged. We get engaged. We have a beautiful wedding. After the wedding, we get back from our wedding. We set up an apartment together. Then we have a beautiful apartment. You get a promotion. I get a promotion. And we buy a big house. We have a house, white picket fence, dogs, 2 kids. Everything's going good. Then you're coming home from late at work. I go, why are you coming home late at work? You go, I'm in love with my secretary. And you're in love with secretary. And you want me to tell the kids we're going to get divorced and they don't have a father anymore? Dance? I don't think so, you sick freak.
It's time once again for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, catch the big game last night?
Well, what truly is a game when you really think about it? I mean, it's merely a struggle for conquest between competing rivals in a match to attain victory, so they can feel superior about a relatively inconsequential endeavor.
Jeez, sorry I asked.
Join us again next time for People Who Suck at Small Talk.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. Pat Godwin, hello.
Hey.
Dave Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
And guess what? The 24-karat gold dipped rose and red wine now available. Steven Singer Jewelers 24-karat gold roses. The #1 gift for Mother's Day, which is right around the corner. Exclusively and only available at IHateStevenSinger.com.
I'm sure Steven would want me to remind you of this. If you have a dog that's a mother, you have to get your doggy a Mother's Day gift. Maybe a nice,
bone,
some nice treats, Kong ball.
Yeah, but
none of those are available.
I have two lady dogs, and neither one has ever had puppies.
Oh,
so they're not mommies.
I'm in the same situation. But yes. So you're pointing out that Steven Singer at IHateStevenSinger.com does not have any dog.
They don't have Kong balls, but you know what they do have?
What's that?
These great necklaces and stuff from your pets to the mother. Yeah.
Oh.
Like that have cute little paws or little cats or dogs. Yeah.
And what kind of bracelet do they have, Christian?
At-last bracelets. Beautiful at-last bracelet.
Okay, sorry, Steven.
Maybe Steven should come up with a dog collar.
Come along.
Oh,
there's a $1 million idea, Steven.
I thought he did have collars.
Do you mean for like women to wear around?
No, for the dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't call them
whips and chains.
Well, you know what?
Now, honey, here's your
you
leash.
can do whatever you want with it.
Okay, I'm sorry I brought it up. Where were we? We are a discussion of the breakdancing at the Olympics. I'm kind of changing my tune on this. I think it's going to be very exciting to watch.
I made Tom watch some of it during the break. It is
again. I've never denied that it was difficult. It's just I think you have to have certain standards and certain.
Doesn't it have kind of a
boundaries for
wrestling feel to it?
I said when you walked out of the room, I said it looks like people are wrestling by themselves.
No kidding.
Yeah. He did say that.
Yeah, it kind of sounded like, all right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
So we'll see.
You ran from me.
Remind me, I'm going to try to see if I can buy the breakdancing shoes for Oskay.
Okay.
Because this all started with the fact that Caitlin Clark's going to get $28 million for endorsing Nikes. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had no idea Jeff was into breakdancing. Look, we learn something new every day.
The man's very mysterious.
And he likes to pop and lock.
That man is very
Do you know what pop and lock is? That's like the robot thing
I did not know what that was.
Yeah, pop and lock.
Pop and lock sounds like a sex move. Storage. She'll never get out of this one. I did the pop and lock.
You're right,
Oh, jeez.
She's dragging me around the room.
No, that's the rear admiral.
Oh, sorry.
And you push her around.
Okay,
the room.
sorry.
You see how that's.
Coming up, we have an interesting survey and a scientific study of the noises made during intimate human sexual contact.
Okay.
What noise do you make? What's your O face?
A gentleman would never discuss such a thing.
If it's
Josh,
anything-
I know the noise Josh makes.
Oh boy.
Please.
Save it. We'll
You know
talk
what I
about
make?
it.
You can share it. I told you this in confidence, but it's all right.
No, I'm not going to say it.
You know the noise I make?
Say, hey, look, I'm sorry, baby, I almost dropped the phone.
Here's Tom. This is just highlights of Tom in the morning.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
He's not wrong.
This is my private space.
I'm
You're
not
now
wrong.
invading it.
It's the air studio.
But I
You
was
bitch because I don't do prep, and then I come in and do prep, and you bitch.
just saying, if you're in here, there are certain sounds you're going to hear.
There's nothing on the Nike website that would. I searched breaking, and they don't have the shoes up yet. They have lacrosse shoes and skate shoes and all sorts of things, but no breaking shoes yet.
Why don't they have sex shoes yet?
Do you need shoes for sex?
Well, sometimes you want the traction.
Air
Get in
coitus.
Yes.
So you can get your feet set at the bus station?
Yeah. Maybe you're on a kitchen tile or whatever. You don't want to take your shoes
right.
off and
I
then
need
slip.
I need cleats.
Have you ever, Tom? Have you ever taken your shoes off
during sex?
Oh, no. I never, of course. I like to sleep with shoes on. Of course I have, you idiot. Unbelievable.
You know,
Knock one out with
you've
shoes
called
on.
me an idiot many, many times over the years, but that was one of the
Have I
best.
ever taken my shoes?
Have you ever swum with shoes on?
Yeah.
He always does.
Yeah, all the time.
I know you have-
like even in pools?
Oh, I bet you like the aqua socks, right?
Very boring. I had to do a year of rehab, walking in a pool.
So that was with shoes?
Yeah,
or-
you wear a special.
Gotcha.
But yeah, the swimming in them is rather difficult. But I do sometimes.
I'll sometimes wear shoes if I'm in the lake with a questionable.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I hate the mud on the bottom of the
or
lake.
the broken glass.
Yeah. You know,
Right.
the guys that toss their beers,
Oh.
throw them over the.
Way to go, champ.
Okay. Now, we are going to move forward in the world of sports. Do you have anything interesting?
What, are you kidding me?
Stupid world record.
The world's oldest orangutan in captivity recently celebrated her. Does anybody want to guess how old?
34.
58.
Got a 34?
58.
58?
40.
45.
Tom knows 63.
Wow.
And I'm just guessing here, but they're similar years to our years. I don't think there's a dog year thing for orangutans.
They typically don't live as long as humans.
Estimated to have been born in 1961, Bella, the Sumatran orangutan, was taken from the wild. That's something. In 1964, and has lived at Hagenbach Zoo in Hamburg, Germany ever since.
So think about this. Think she could have seen the Beatles
at the cavern? Yeah, yeah.
Cavern Club.
Could have. I mean, that was definitely there, right?
Yeah.
Were they there as late as 64?
You're right around.
She wants to remind everybody that even though this zoo is called the Hagenbach Zoo, she is no Hagenbach girl.
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah.
But the ice cream there is delightful.
Oh, that S is bananas.
Yeah.
Zoo staff celebrated
bananas.
Bella's birthday with special cake made of soft-boiled rice and various fruits.
Yum.
How about a real cake?
Soft-boiled rice.
Maybe she likes that kind of cake.
She doesn't know what she likes. She's in rank.
So they interviewed her. Did you see the interview, Christine?
I did not. I missed this.
Whenever they get these, we get these world records for old people and stuff. That was, what's your shaker to longevity, and it's sometimes different. It's well, I have a martini every day. We had one that was one glass of wine, and they interviewed the orang with the same question, and she said,
So that's good advice. It really is.
That
we got that on camera.
I hope
That
we
better be on camera.
"You mean
please,
Isolate.
Oskay, tell me we have that on video.
That was the start.
My Lord. Nike's breakdancing.
Oddly enough, that's my O face.
Nike's breakdancing shoe. It's called the Nike Jam. Will release, it says here, summer of 2024. Crafted after years of research with elite breakdancers. The shoe is tailored to their needs. Nike Sports Research Lab, the NSRL. Mesh, leather, and suede, a low-cut design, perfect for sliding.
So, but I can't get it for him yet. So that's
No.
It's not available yet.
Do you suppose this orangutan? I'm looking at her picture.
Yes, Bella.
She looks real. I mean, I'm not kidding. She looks. There's no gray hair.
Really?
Oh, she looks great.
Suppose she dyes her hair.
Oh, just the grossest nipples. I hate monkeys so much. Look how
It's not a
disgusting.
monkey, you illiterate moron.
I don't care. No, it is. I don't care what you
Kind
say.
of looks like the mama in Sasquatch Sunset.
Monkeys and apes are the same thing.
They are not.
I guarantee the difference is
You know something? You're apist. You are an apist.
The difference is negligible.
You're
between
anti-monkey.
Ape and a monkey. I promise you, it's like one chromosome.
Is that an old photo?
No, I'm looking at a new photo. She's celebrating. They're showing her eating her cake.
Put her down.
And
Stop.
She's hideous. I guarantee the zoo tourism goes up if she's dead.
She's beautiful, and then she's got a little
celebration.
Little baby when they're with her in this photograph.
She's still having babies?
No, there's no way.
I'm sure
She's
it's
probably a grandma.
Probably the niece or something.
She's not having living babies.
Oh God, it's unbelievable. You're an apist. Well, that's fine.
I'm not really sure who Josh is angry at. It's gotta be somebody.
A separate.
Do you like looking at that thing?
No.
Yes.
You look at it and go, oh, what a beautiful creature. You're insane.
Hey, have you ever read about the Supreme Court and Washoe versus the Board of Education?
Washoe. Now remember, keep in mind, this is the same guy who minutes ago was saying something about that's 40 years ago, and Washoe was 70 years ago, I think.
Probably the most famous ape of all time.
Coco, right?
Coco, sure.
You would be shocked at how many people don't know who you're talking
Washoe
about.
was a gorilla, right?
Washoe was the ape they taught Americans sign to. Right? The sign language?
No, Washoe could flip people off.
A monkey is a monkey is a monkey.
No, that's not true.
Well, this is a beautiful orangutan, just a gorgeous animal.
No,
Happy
it isn't.
birthday,
Orangutans
Bella.
aren't cute or gorgeous. They aren't.
I do want to brush their hair a lot.
Oh, I just want to.
I do need to.
God, more like
when
shampoo.
I see them, I'm like, can I just brush your hair out and see what it
Anything
looks
to
like?
get you to look.
I have a question.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Josh, if I got some high quality trainers and we made a horror movie with, hear me out on this, ape vampires.
Okay. I like it.
Would that be good?
Yes, I do like it.
Everyone was an ape, so you'd have like an ape in a tuxedo or a morning coat and big fangs, and they'd be...
So it's all apes?
Yeah, everyone's an ape.
Like,
sure.
Like remember
Planet of the Apes, but we're all vampires?
Yeah. Combination of those two movies, no?
I'm fine with it. Yeah, I would watch it. I would watch that.
Have them. All of a sudden, there's a random breakdancing scene.
Now I'm in.
That makes no sense, like the bicycle scene in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
I'm absolutely.
I had to get the song in.
Out of nowhere, all of a sudden, you got B.J. Thomas and the Old West. That's very realistic.
Raindrops are falling on my...
Oh, what a great
My feet are too big for my bed. What the hell does that mean?
What doesn't?
Well, she's a beautiful ape, so congratulations.
God, I wish you guys are.
You don't like monkeys at all?
Not really. No.
You don't
They're-
like great apes
I
at
think
all?
it's because they're too close to people, so they just look like people. That there's something wrong with them. So I get freaked. They creep me out.
And I don't call them great apes. They're not so great apes.
What I do, I love gorillas. I think they are so cool. No, I don't like chimps at all. I don't like chimps or orangutans.
Orang in the wild lives to be about 40, and it increases to about 50 in captivity, and she is 63.
And would kill you in her
sleep.
sleep.
Now, 2 more years, and she can go on Social Security, right?
Yeah.
You know what? I bet there is somebody trying to make that happen.
While watching the government piss away money, I'm sure that there's a... That'll be the next thing that they'll be doing.
Gorillas, I think, are just amazing animal. I love them.
Okay, you love gorillas.
They
but
look cool. Yeah, they look cool.
So is it the red hair that bugs you?
Is it?
No,
Yeah,
not
I don't
really
get
that. You don't get that? How much so you looked at that thing and went, "Oh, how pretty."
No, I don't.
Well,
know.
I
I don't know what you're beautiful at.
It's inner beauty.
They're close enough to human beings that we can apply the same value.
Well, Christy
to
and I
their
know a
looks
guy.
that we do.
I've been face to face with one and watched him chew gum.
Yeah.
I've watched an orangutan chew gum.
You hand them a stick of gum. They put it in their mouth, and then they pull the foil out and hand it back. Wow. Hilarious.
I don't think you're supposed to give them.
No, this is their keeper.
It really is so amazing how close to humans they are. I was in the Cognition Center last week with some of the chimpanzees, and they have like a little game they play where they push like the screen and they get a treat if they push.
Oh, and if they push the wrong, they get shocked.
They don't get shocked.
Oh.
I just saw one.
Stop pushing!
It was almost like being in Vegas waiting for a slot machine because the other chimps are sitting around going, "Come on, give me a shot."
Will you quit saying things like that and exposing how I really feel about these animals?
Did you see were you watching the one where the word on Wordle was chimp? He got it and jumped up and down at last.
It's pretty amazing how quick they pick up those games,
Yes,
though.
they're amazing.
Their favorite TV show.
What, Alf?
Is Alf.
You talking about orangutans?
Yeah, that's what the guy was.
No, again, one orangutan that you met liked Alf. You can't say their favorite TV show.
Your orang was like Friends. I've got the Rachel. Look at my hair.
Oh, an orangutan. You
that
know what?
one, again, orangutan that we looked at, it looks like they had a Rachel haircut.
Absolutely.
Yeah, kind of.
I know we'd like to apologize to Miss Aniston.
She's doing fine.
I don't want to make Jennifer Aniston mad.
Okay, let's see now.
As if she knows about us. anyway.
What's coming up in sports?
My breakfast. We've got another stupid world record, and it has to do with Polish people.
What? How many does it take to win a
world record?
Yes.
It looks like here there's like 7.
Oh, okay.
Is there bowling involved?
Well, he had to take a night off from league night.
Okay. We also have a couple of oddball snake stories. A bizarre alcohol story, really odd, not involving what you might think. And then we've got alligators, iguanas, and I don't know why there's so many animal stories this morning. And a staggering story about pizza in Italy.
Oh, staggering.
Oh, you're going to be...
Pizza in Italy.
Yeah. Also, we have in the news once again cursive writing.
Read an article yesterday about how bad it is for kids not to be able to write.
Really?
It is bad.
Some kids there are some people that have not literally written a sentence for 5 years.
Whoa.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Not with a pen or a pencil or anything.
Well,
How do they exist?
Cursive. It's not like if the letters touch, they're better. That's just
The
okay. You know
kids
something?
can't read.
He's apist, and you're cursist. That's fine. Oh, wait, that's the wrong way. No, you're printist. When we come back, we'll solve all this. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I'm just getting ready for it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18 wheels on a big rig. Everybody, here we go. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18 wheels on a big rig. And they're rolling. Okay, let's back them up. Here we go. Oh, there's 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wheels on a big rig. Okay, the even numbers. Oh, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 wheels on a big rig. And they're rolling. Okay, by 1.5. Here we go. Oh, there's 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, 7.5, 9, 10.5, 18 wheels. We on a big rig. And they're rolling. Okay, the odd numbers. Here we go. Oh, there's 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, on a big rig. And they're rolling.
Math is hard.
Okay, Roman numeral.
I'm here. I'm ready for this one.
All right, go.
Oh, there's I, V, 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 I, V, I, V, I, X, 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 I, X, I, X, I, X, I, V, X, V, X, V, I, X, V, I, X, V, I, wheels on a big ring.
Very good.
Roman. Okay, Roman numerals backwards. Here we go.
No.
Oh, there's X, V, I, X, V, I, X, V, I, X, V, X, I, V, X, I, X, I, X, I, X, I, X, V, I, V, I, V, I, V, I, V, I, wheels on a big ring. And they're Roman.
All right. Zowie.
So, summer always makes me think of my mom.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was making breakfast. You know, she could make waffles using nothing but a pancake and a hiking boot.
Nothing like the Vibram waffle.
Really?
I agree.
Boom! You want waffles? There you go. Boom! There you go. How's it start? Oh, yeah. Sneezing from the pollen. The chain caught my shoestring, hit the center bar on my bicycle, and almost lost my bearings. I love summer. Good old summertime. I got sunburned on the soles of my feet. A lot of sand where the sun don't shine. Sunburned at the beach, in pain the whole darn night. So much skin peeled off my back, you could make a set of Samsonite. I love summer. Good old summertime. I got sand burned on the soles of my feet. A lot of sun where the sand don't shine. Putting on a cold, wet bathing suit. Mosquitoes and bees and tetanus shots in the derriere. Something's crawling in the foot of my sleeping bag, and flaming marshmallows in my hair. Drop and roll. Caught a baseball with my face. Potato salad in the sun. Salmonella steps up to the plate. Listeria gets the run. Oh, I love summer. Good old summertime. I got foot sand on the sole of my burn. A lot of feet where the sand don't shine. I got shine soot on the sole of my feet. Oh,
Shine
something
soot.
else.
Yeah.
Ah, thank you. Beautiful.
Haywood Banks.
Biff Whiskey, Frontier Lifeguard.
As told by Arnie Whiskey, Frontier Golfer.
I should have known.
Well, you know, I was a man about town, and also at the Whiskeyville Country Club and Salad Bar. Of course, the country club, we have our very own swimming pool. And, of course, we had to have a lifeguard for the youngsters there. Well, we hired a young fellow named Biff Whiskey, and he was the lifeguard, you know, at the pool. Well, this young fellow walks up to Biff, and he goes, "Excuse me, Biff, but what's the best way to teach a girl to swim?" And Biff says, "Come here, young fella." He goes, "Now, here's how it's done. First, you walk her slowly into the water, all right? Then you put your arms gently around her waist. Then you rub your hands delicately up and down her arms. Then just kind of lean over and softly kiss her on the neck." The young fella says, wait a minute. I'm teaching my sister." He goes, "Oh, in that case, just push her in the deep end."
Except in Kentucky.
Jeez. I knew I should have held my ears for that.
Thus concludes another exciting
Quick episode of Biff Whiskey,
Frontier
Indian.
Lifeguard.
Thank you very much.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom,
24/7.
Can I say something about driving on the highway, first of all?
Sure, yeah.
People got to focus. It's scary out there.
Amen.
I was on the highway. A guy next to me is texting while he's driving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, look at this son of a... And then I hit a car. So I think he
Wow,
won.
it's dangerous.
I think he won that round.
Game, set, match, yeah.
Accident next to me, LOL.
OMG.
How can you text and drive?
WTF.
No, I see it all the time.
I can barely see the
I've done that.
letters
Yeah.
anyway.
I drove by I told you this. I drove by a lady with a book open on her steering wheel
Reading.
and eating a pizza. Tell me, wait a minute.
You know what?
Pizza.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives. And it's here on the internet.
Saturday night. It's your fault.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Kind of a mess. I think you, those listening and those in the room.
Tom just said, he sort of under his breath, it's your fault. And in my head, I went, I wonder who he means. And then I realized, all of us.
He
meant you're in the plural.
He thinks we're the one organism. We're not individuals.
Oh, like those army ants or whatever
Exactly.
that scientists consider one organism?
Yep. Yeah. Don't you?
Yes, I do. Now, are you going to do the little display that you just did for us for the
No.
watching
that
on the
was
TV?
just for the
Very
people
funny.
on YouTube and here. And I've got a hockey story for you, though, and I'm not going to change anything about the first sentence. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
Zach Hyman helped make sure the Edmonton Oilers avoided another early first-round playoff series hole. Hyman had 3 goals and an assist in his first postseason hat trick.
His first, huh? So he really broke his cherry there.
Yeah, is that what they call that?
Sure.
Connor McDavid had 5 assists, and the Oilers beat the Kings 7-4 last night in Game 1 of their first-round playoff series in the NHL.
5 assists. That McDavid kid is going places.
Is he?
Yeah.
Can you go right now so we can get on with the show?
I thought we had a good start. I thought we were good in the first period.
So to speak.
Works our way to a 2-0 lead, and I thought we showed good energy, and Hyman really busted through.
Okay, we get it.
We played really...
Hyman means 2 different things. Okay.
Christy.
Yes.
How old were
I don't have mine.
How old were you?
No, that's not. I don't
on
want
that bike seat. How old?
There was a
I was a gymnast.
mention of Hyman, and period. I was just wondering if the Hyman could go away with the first use of a tampon. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I do not know the answer to that.
Okay. I was just curious.
I think it depends on how long your fingers are.
What?
You guys done now? Gotta put my headphones back on. Let's see, where were we? Were we talking about it? The orangutan 63rd birthday?
Yeah, let's get back to that.
Christy, do they
use tampons?
That's my question.
Yeah.
Monkeys do use tampons?
Absolutely. Well, I don't think. Well, they have to keep track of their cycle in their
diaper,
maybe.
They got to
cycle is
clean
money.
up the blood some way, right?
Do they take care of it themselves,
They probably take care of it
Yeah.
themselves.
Which is another reason they are just disgusting.
That would be the greatest feminine hygiene ad of all time.
A coconut? Like a diaphragm, use a coconut.
They've got an orangutan. If it's good enough for Washina, it's good enough for
Washina. And Washoe was like way later than I thought it was. It was like 1980.
I thought
Washoe?
I thought it was.
I thought Washoe was in the 60s.
Maybe there are multiple, like there were multiple Shamus.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Maybe it's like being in Menudo.
Yes.
Is that still going? Is that still up and running?
Menudo?
They're back.
They are
back.
Now, are they still kids, or are they going back to the OGs, if you will, the OMs?
They can't go back to the OGs.
Is there an old
They'd be
Menudo?
grandpas by now.
Because Menudo wasn't, as soon as you reached a certain age, you got replaced in the band.
out.
You know, with you, Ace, knowing what's up to date with Menudo, I'm going to stop kidding you about your taste in art.
It is the old ones, Tom. Now they're known as Metamucido.
old Menudo.
And apparently, I did some research, and if you are a young woman, you can stretch or tear, but that, yeah.
Okay, thank you. I just,
Okay. Now, we have more sports.
Ace, you had something to say about Menudo. You really wanted to get it out.
I'm trying to remember the guy who put them back together.
Doesn't matter.
Humpty
Really?
Dumpty?
George Hyman?
Thank you, Pat. We'll accept Humpty Dumpty, and the judges say, let's move on to the next category.
No.
World record.
What'd you drop?
I dropped my pencil.
That's embarrassing.
A man from Poland took time off league night and broke the Guinness World Record for the longest duration of full body contact with ice.
Oh.
53-year-old Lucas Spoonar achieved the title with a time of 4 hours, 2 minutes, surpassing the previous record by 15 minutes. That's almost an hour. To break the record, Lucas could not wear clothes other than swim trunks while he was completely submerged up to his neck in ice.
Wow. That's so cool. This sounds awful.
I put my balls in ice water.
Yes, I feel nothing.
He wore a mouthguard to protect his chattering teeth from damaging themselves.
I don't want them to shatter. Shadooby.
Lucas said he decided to break this record out of his love for walruses.
No, that's not true.
I love tusks. I love tusks.
No, keep reading. A walrus is a slang term for
a term used to describe cold exposure enthusiasts, not actual walruses.
Okay, there's a photograph of this guy. He is in a glass box.
Yes.
Probably 4 feet by 4 feet.
Unless it's ice.
With ice up to his neck.
Yes.
Oh, like ice cubes?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, it's...
he's not in a solid block.
No, yeah, it's thousands of ice cubes.
Gotcha.
Solid block
And
country.
Chicky's got that look you don't like, the shaved head and the beard.
No way. See, it's Nosferatu or whatever.
Wouldn't there be... couldn't this kill you?
Being bald and having a beard?
Absolutely.
Being in ice for 4 hours?
Hypotherminsky, it's called.
I mean, I can only imagine the male member must be the size of a thimble.
Man, I love the way he spells Lukasz, though. Lukaszz. That's badass.
Thank you.
Okay, well.
Spoonar.
It translates in English to Iceman.
The Iceman.
I see.
I'm looking for Batman and Robin.
Is that sports?
Yes. Yes, it is.
I wonder what he has to do to thaw. Like if you have to take your time.
Oh, you can't just...
you can't just jump in a hot bath.
Right.
Or your bones will crack.
I bet it's like
Yeah.
needle. You know how when you wake up...
yeah.
So painful.
Your leg goes to sleep or something. I bet it's the same thing, but when you warm up from something...
Because they say when you have like frostbite on your hands to rinse them under cold water.
Right.
Not hot.
Is there... Is there
I didn't know that.
I know the scientific term is the Christmas story effect. After following a double dog dare.
Oh, when you stick your tongue
You think his
to a
wiener might
cold-
be...
I'm just wondering, when he gets out, are the cubes all sticking to him?
Maybe.
Is this the wacky bastard?
Yeah.
That guy?
Oh.
He looks like an affable chap.
He's got a mustache. But he...
No, I said a beard and a shaved head.
Oh, well, this must be an older picture because he's eating an ice cream bar.
Oh, yeah, that's an older
how he
picture.
trains.
Trying to set the...
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's not the one. That's not the record.
Got to be cold on the inside, too?
Yes.
I take this and I shove it in my eye.
Okay, all right.
Oh, all right.
That was a fad a few years ago, right?
What?
What?
The old key string the ice cubes.
For what? Why do people do that?
I don't think so.
What are you reading?
It was in my Jazzercise magazine.
This is what you farted for.
Dear Bob and Tom, I Jazzercise. I do not put ice cubes up my keister.
Unless I have a spicy meal.
Be a good sport. Christy.
Well, let's talk about ice cream. Officials in Milan, Italy intend to ban late night ice cream and pizza sales.
Why? Obesity levels or something?
Marco Granelli, the deputy mayor for public security, announced a proposal banning the sale of takeout food after midnight in a bid to curb wild nightlife.
Well,
in
they have a
certain
gremlin
districts.
problem?
Don't feed him after midnight.
I don't think it's the pizza and ice cream.
No.
It might be the alcohol.
Yes.
I just want to go out on a limb here.
This ban is expected to apply to 12 different areas in Milan. Yeah, I'm with you, Tom. I don't think
Although I'll
it's
tell you what,
food's
you haven't lived till
fault.
you've had gelato.
I can do without it.
You can do without gelato?
Sure. Give me just regular ice cream.
Ice cream.
You're telling me gelato's better than frozen custard? No way.
What's the difference between gelato, frozen custard, and ice cream?
How about $2?
The place
It's
you
in my latest book, Desserts for Everyone.
Okay.
Fat content, basically.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think gelatos. Maybe it's just the place that I get it that makes me.
No, it is.
Maybe,
It is tasty.
I'm sure.
Yeah. What flavor do you like?
Oh, many. Yeah. I've gone on this weird butter pecan kick.
Could you be a little more vague?
My favorite ice cream place, they used to add mix-ins to it, and they stopped doing that, and it broke my heart.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, the place that mix it up in the marble?
No, it was a local place that did that, and I thought a little better than the guys with the marble slab.
How can you get better than that?
Well, they were doing
it's
it.
Sugary and sweet. You can add you can add Oreos. What could go wrong?
I don't like that whole preparing on the marble thing. When I show up at an ice cream place, I want it finished and ready for me.
I never understood that.
Have you had the one where they have the gigantic tanks? And the
nitrogen tanks?
Yeah.
I don't care
Tiananmen's?
for that.
All right, we'll be back.
Tiananmen's is a rice place, you idiot.
What about right now? Do you have any sort of Hershey's syrup in your refrigerator? Chocolate, caramel, strawberry?
No.
Yes, chocolate.
I have chocolate.
Yeah.
No.
Tom and I are
Have you ever,
alarmingly alike.
Christy Lee?
Yes, sir.
On an honest answer.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever stood in a kitchen or a bedroom, thrown your head back, taken Hershey's syrup, and squirted it into your mouth?
No.
You have not lived.
Okay. Why would you do that in the bedroom?
However, have you ever done that to a lover?
Josh, you want to during the break? You want to pull her aside?
Sometimes you need a shot of Hershey's.
Explain how to keep her man. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
So we have invited Leslie and Lindsay, two beautiful young women, to volunteer to get a tan. And I believe is Leslie ready to come? Oh, okay, here we go. Leslie is, how can I word this? It appears that you have not been in the sun at all.
I'm fair-skinned.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, but you have virtually no tan
No,
lines.
I haven't been in the sun in a couple
No
weeks.
swimming, no, okay. Very light complected with dark hair. So, Leslie, this is a semi-personal question. When you go on a regular basis, do you go with the bikini on, or do you go
I do not. I wear the paper panties.
Paper panties.
You were discussing earlier.
So everybody likes the no tan line look, huh?
It's like a
She
map.
has a tan line, it's just not up top.
I'm a tan line fan. But now,
Noted.
now presumably, then you're going to have a tan line now.
You know, even she's caught on to you.
Yeah.
Even Angie, our guest.
Even our guests are like, yeah,
Noted.
whatever,
Move on.
Tom,
Let's bring in Tim Cavanaugh.
Lindsay is another gorgeous woman. Step right up there, Lindsay.
Come on in. To my office.
She's
She's wearing a Bob and Tom bikini.
Is that me on your breast?
a Bob and Tom bikini with Bob and Tom on her buttocks. Who is the genius?
I don't know, but
How is she going to get more tan?
she's lightly tan.
she does
now.
have some tan.
So what are you going to do?
Pretty tan.
So what do you do to Lindsay when you're already a little bit tan?
It's just going to enhance her color.
Okay.
It's just going to make her even tanner.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Man, they got so much stuff in here. This is badass. I swear to God it is. You wouldn't think a radio station have so many pictures. Ah, look, it's Bob and Tom. Man, something about that don't look right. Let's see if we can make it better. One down. Perfect. Hey, Christy.
Hey, what are you doing here, Donnie? You're not allowed back here.
No, it's Homeland Security. I'm supposed to come back here and check you for humps today.
You're not going to get your hands on me.
Okay, if you don't like this one, how about let me use this one? You know, the touch of a woof is a healing touch.
No.
Better yet, how about fur on fur?
In history.
The year was 1896.
Uh-oh.
The place just outside of Athens, near the town of Stactontopolis, Greece. While preparing for the first modern Olympics, organizers were forced to eliminate a track and field event. In what will surely go down as the biggest bloodbath in Olympic history, runners from 5 teams were injured at the initial time trials of the 100-meter razor hurdles. 4 of the 5 athletes would never compete again. However, Austrian hurdler Klaus Kleinendorfer went on to be a silver medalist for the women's team as Gretchen Kleinendorfer.
Thank you very much for this.
Thank you for this medal.
This has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
Sound like Paul Hammett then.
Hey, this is Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Jimmy Schubert is our guest. Any other interesting news headline, Christy?
The FBI has identified the source of the virus-like blaster infection on the internet. The suspect, an 18-year-old who has not been identified but is expected to be arrested today.
Now, can we execute 18-year-olds in our society?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I'm there. I'm voting for it.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell the kid's not getting laid. Any kid that's getting laid on a regular basis is now creating computer viruses.
How true.
So it's basically, that's a sex education in high school. All they talk about are diseases and things you can catch, and the girls stop putting out, and kids hole up in a room and create a virus.
He's going to be receiving a different kind of sex education, I'm hoping.
Yeah, his baseball hat and his dirt button are going to be the same size once I get done with him. This kid's going to be able to do deep knee bends over a fire hydrant.
Well, actually, I'm doing a CNN interview at 10, or else I'd go with him. Doing Larry King. First time. I'm very excited. Yeah, I just want him to go, Saskatchewan, hello! Can you turn down the electric blanket? I can't turn off the fan above the oven. I go, you know what we're going to do, Larry? We're going to try to get your shoulders a little higher. Can you do that? Why are my suspenders so tight? Because they don't go around your Larry, that's why they go. See, if you let them go, the shoulders will do that. You won't look like you look like a vulture in heat. Muncie, hello. Question for the skinhead.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Yo.
Pat Godwin over there in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Haven't heard anything from him.
No one's asked me.
Have you had a song yet?
How about a song?
2 hours.
He's had
you've been singing.
a lot of funny lines, though, that have gotten.
Why don't you buy a ticket?
I enjoy the show. I'm gonna.
There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Kenneth, I need coffee, please.
Chop, chop.
Have you met my new assistant, Kenneth?
No,
I have not.
Nice
Kenneth,
man. Nice
really?
man.
There's Ace Cosby. And
Kenneth!
I'm Chick McGee.
He brought me
How
mine.
often do you get coffee, or should I say,
frequency,
what's the
Kenneth?
frequency, Kenneth?
Thank you.
Is he wearing chaps?
He is.
I'm Chick. Here's Tom.
And remember, all chaps are assless.
chaps.
I don't make him. That's what he chooses.
Okay.
What?
Welcome to the
was
program.
his
Thanks very much for joining us. We have completed something resembling a sportscast. Please.
I said.
Now, I know. I think Mr. Godwin. Oh, I know. I have an idea.
Mr. Godwin.
Do you have the story about the Crocodile.
What?
Well, we have alligators, we have crocodiles. Which one do you want?
Crocodile. Pat,
I think so.
your hint is look at me.
Oh, God.
Look at me.
Got it?
Hell of a hint.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
When you said Mr. Godwin, it got me thinking about
Mr. Godwin is my adopted father's name.
Yes. See, there. Do you think when somebody says, talking to Kylie Jenner, Mrs. Jenner, she goes, no, please, Mrs. Jenner is my father.
You know what?
It's awkward.
That is really funny.
Very funny.
You're welcome.
A celebrity handbag designer, is this the one you want?
Yes.
Has received a prison sentence for smuggling crocodile handbags from her native Colombia. Nancy Gonzalez was arrested in 2022 in Cali, Colombia, and later extradited to the United States for running a sprawling multi-year conspiracy.
Well, when she's smuggling, I hope it goes snout first.
The scheme was which flouted U.S. wildlife laws. Flouted. Involved recruiting couriers to transport her handbags on commercial flights and lie to customs agents about the items before bringing them to high-end showrooms and fashion events.
So I don't get this.
So maybe they said, like, oh, it's fake? It's not real?
But...
Or they...
Is the hunting of crocodiles, are crocodiles going extinct or something?
The 71...
one of them is, yeah.
Really?
I don't know.
Crocodiles, I think.
All I know is a crocodile bag or an alligator bag or an ostrich bag, whatever, are so expensive.
Now,
We're talking like...
And you remember the difference between crocodiles and alligators.
I don't.
Well, crocodiles, you'll see after a while, and you'll see alligators later.
That's right. Yeah. That is the difference.
The 71-year-old was sentenced to 18 months in prison.
18 months?
Yep.
Oh, so did she get a see you later alligator sentence or an after a while crocodile
After a while,
sentence?
crocodile.
18 months in prison?
Yeah.
You broke the rules.
I just don't understand why this is a crime. I'm sure there's an explanation for it, but it seems I would think we'd be better off, I don't know, catching cocaine and fentanyl smugglers.
I went to Tijuana in 1991, 90, 91, 92, along in there, and they had the most beautiful counterfeit bags and shoes and Ralph Lauren stuff. Was they just
it's everywhere.
Sewed the pony on. It
But
was
this is
crazy.
something different. These aren't knockoffs of other brands. These are apparently high-end, whatever they are, handbags made of crocodile, which
Right.
I didn't know that was illegal. I didn't know. I don't understand.
I don't think it's... I don't know.
I've got a solution,
I know
though.
you can buy them.
I
but-
can solve this problem. Again, I think our customs agents should be busy doing more important things like keeping fentanyl out of this country. But that's not working, by the way. I have a solution. And, Pat, you'll see why I flagged you down. Listen, hear me out on this. The country is Colombia.
Yeah.
Hippo handbags. Now, do you understand why that would be important?
Because there are hippos in Colombia because of
Pablo Escobar imported hippos, and they're destroying some river, and they're endangering people, and they don't know what to do with all these hippos, and they can't just hire some some qualified hunters and shoot them all and turn them into, you could make thousands of handbags. Problem solved.
Would they be nice?
Apparently, I'm being told by an expert that they are, depending on the species, nearly extinct in the wild. So maybe that's why there are
the crocodiles.
Laws. Yes.
Holy cow! Yeah, there should be laws then.
Yep.
But I had no idea.
Yeah. There's a lot we don't know about animals, isn't there?
Oh, sure, but okay. Well, again, the hippo thing. There are plenty of hippos.
Plenty of hippos in Colombia.
But they're not supposed to be any.
Not supposed to be any.
So we have some very fine hunters out there that got there with some rifles and take care of these things and make them into handbags.
Very invasive species.
Cruel. That would
Hey,
be,
there's one.
that would be a nice limited edition. Hey, you got that hippo handbag. You could put some designer initial. What's the big designer initials that are famous out there now?
LV.
Louis Vuitton.
Yes.
Louis Vuitton.
And you got the
CC, right? Coco Chanel.
Coco Chanel. You could put Gucci. You could Prada, Fendi. What do you want?
Well,
Fendi.
Gucci's primarily baby wear. Gucci.
And Fendi makes a hell of a guitar. The Fendi Strat. But Pat, with regard to Mr. Escobar, they're trying to send the hippos away, right?
Yes.
Who's in there?
It's me. I'm from the Wizard of Oz.
It was a costly notion, shipping hippos across the ocean. They flew me on a plane. Ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da. Though I weighed many tonnies, Escobar had lots of monies from trafficking cocaine. Oh, I could tell you things. If this hippo talked, I'd sing. Oh, yeah, I would. There were guns and guys were there to buy some blow. I could name names. He's dead, right? Pablo? Right? Am I right?
Yes, you're right.
All right. I'll sing much further then.
Are you the Tin Man? Which
I
guy
don't know
are you?
who the hell I am.
He's the lion.
No, he's the hippo.
No, he's doing the
It's a
lion
first-person narrative here.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Other hippos, they are twerking.
Well, now he's actually trying.
But my balls, they are twerking. I've been neuterized.
Oh, God.
Beautiful. I came here for vacation. Now I'm looking at castration. Why am I so desperate? Try and catch me, you bastards.
There really was a character shift there in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
There are lots of shifts.
Reminded me of...
So that was.
I forgot who actually sang.
Yeah.
Now, it was the Scarecrow? Who needed the brain?
The Scarecrow.
Scarecrow.
Tin Man needed the heart.
Lion needed courage.
Now, coming up, we have a.
Lion did not need an organ.
Coming up, we have a story about two interesting stories about the sonic surroundings during intimate relations.
Yes.
And we have a.
Can't you talk? Can't you speak?
No, he can't.
Who's he talking to?
Sonic surroundings.
Do you make noises in bed? Let's just.
Yes.
Yes. Other than flatulence, Josh, do you make noises during intimate moments?
Sure.
I shouldn't disqualify flatulence from your intimacy. I'm sure that's part of the.
You know what noise I make?
Sometimes you got to give it a little gas.
What noise do you make?
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll take the cuffs and the gag.
Oh, God, we're having sex. We're having sex.
Oh, God. I saw it. I touched it. Oh, God.
In any event, we'll find out what those noises are. In the case of the Tin Man, probably a lot of squeaking.
This feels good. Doesn't this feel good? Sex?
Okay, we'll find out about all these things coming up. Also, we have...
What about the sonic nature?
Something else I'm opposed to.
What
which
is that?
Wasting kids' time teaching them cursive.
You're wrong.
As if school isn't confusing enough. Is the cursive right after their class in typewriter repair? Okay. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. BetterHelp's all about getting your head cleared, getting yourself recharged, getting your social sweet spot organized and feeling better about yourself. I'm talking about therapy, of course, and BetterHelp has provided a much more elegant way to access therapy, by which I mean you do it on your phone, your laptop, whatever. You can do it in the privacy of wherever you want to be, when you want to be there. It's all about flexibility. It starts with the little questionnaire, and you will be hooked up with a licensed therapist, one of some 35,000 participating therapists. And by the way, you can switch anytime, no additional fee. And then the idea is that you can go through your therapy sessions when you want to, where you want to. And it's extraordinarily convenient because you're doing the therapy online as well. So you can do it like you got a camera going, like it's a Zoom call, or you can do it like a phone call. You can do it like you're texting back and forth. It's all about what works for you to help you. Once again, help you find your social sweet spot, get you recharged with some work with a quality therapist. So see what I'm talking about by visiting betterhelp.com/BT show. Once again, the /BT show part will get you 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP, betterhelp.com/BT show. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show sponsored by BetterHelp. Coming up, cursive. Christy likes it. I'm opposed.
Yes.
Coming up, once again, the surroundings sonically of the most intimate of moments.
I just want to wring your neck.
Okay, sorry. That would include CFs. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this.
Hey, Bob and Tom, this is the Static Shack. This is a real recording studio. All this stuff is paid for, and this is basically where bands come in, record their tapes so that they can play their tapes on the radio and stuff. I could have had a recording studio. It's nice, too, but I got a boat instead. And my band's coming here. What?
Can I get some help, man?
Dusty, I'm the lead singer. I mean, I'm kind of busy, plus I'm taking my break now. If you need help, I'll get a girl to join the band. Basically, you have to have an audition couch in a studio. It's state law. That way anybody that comes in knows that they're trying out, knows it's going to be a fair chance. I'm basically auditioning backup singers right now. Just call my pager. Pretty sure we can make it happen. I swear to God we can. This is my favorite part of the recording studio. Not every band has this. We got Goldschlagers. Look at that, Goldschlagers. We got Funyuns, and we got Jaegers. It's the lead singer salad bar. I love Goldschlagers. Goldschlagers is basically the only liquor invented that looks like it has goldfish turds floating around. But the fact remains, that's 14 karat gold. But you drink all of this, you can crap a promise ring. Bob and Tom, this is called the Control Panel Console Operation Board. I probably know more about this stuff than anybody I know of. Me and Angel Skinner did it on here once. I swear to God we did. We had to stop, though, because her butt kept getting feedback. Late night party at the pizza barn. Have no idea if you get this hard. $80 tab, try to split it 4 ways. That don't work when the drummer never pays. Scotty got the pizza, boner bought the beer. Then our waitress says, are we finished here? Let me put the tip in, cause you're so hot. Let me put the tip in, I swear to God. Let me put the tip in, I love your hair. Let me put the tip in, it's only fair. I swear to God I'm the best tipper. I lay it right here on the table to prove it. Long dark hair hanging down her back. Had asked for days causing a pork attack. So fire-ass hot, she should be on stage. A meat lover's dream, making minimum wage. Let me put the tip in, come over here. Let me put the tip in, get your beer. Let me put the tip in, I swear to God. Let me put the tip in, check out this one. Hey, that's only 10%, baby. Look, you want to see a little more? There's 20% right in your face. I swear to God, you have to accept my tip. It's state law. Now, when I know how to set the mood, baby, how about a guitar solo? No, not the whole thing, just the tip. Scotty Winkler! Let me put the tip in, I swear to God. Let me put the tip in, give me the nod. Let me put the tip in, let's try your card. Let me put the tip in, or the salad bar. Let me put the tip in, baby. You'll always come out ahead. I swear to God you will.
Hi, it's Josh Arnold from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
About inflation.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Gary,
thank
you
for your letter.
I babysat a cat a couple weeks ago. No, it went in the show.
Oh,
Then he started picking his
out of his litter box and dropping him in the middle of the living room floor.
Oh, this is a protest.
It did seem like some sort of action. Cats are, jerks, basically.
Can be.
Cats are jerks.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
curvy cleavage on display.
the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, God.
You mean
How did
like
I win that?
us-
I won that just in the last 3 seconds.
You mean it's like just putting a spoon in a macaroni and cheese?
Oh, man.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. More like an or.
Boy, I'm getting.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're making noises with our mouths. This is our job.
This is the most unsexy thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
No, you're agreeing to hear us now.
We can unsexy this up.
Oh, really? What'd I miss?
We can unsexy this up very quickly.
Pat and I were talking about the embarrassing
noises
things we eventually heard about our parents
from each other after they got divorced.
Oh, Lord.
What?
I told you my dad came to the top of the stairs. I was making too much noise while they were in their bedroom. I was watching TV. I don't know what I was doing. He came. Hey! He came to the top of the stairs, ready to go, totally naked, yelling at me on the top of the stairs.
Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me?
Well, it's...
So he was more than al dente, if you will.
He was 65. It's 63 years later, and I remember it. So, yeah.
Wow. One year for every degree erect that he was.
Yeah, it wouldn't be.
You know, it was oddly,
underscore the unpleasantness of the...
I know there's some that curve up, but it's almost touched his belly. It was crazy.
Whoa!
Wow.
He was really curved up.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
When he was yelling at you, did it sort of bounce?
Did it move when he talked?
Yes.
Did he do
I don't know what you think you're doing down there.
a little ventriloquism?
Your parents got divorced. They talked about their sex lives with your other parent.
Trash the other, in
Are
my
you
case.
kidding me?
Yeah, apparently Pat had it way worse than I did. My parents got along real well after their divorce.
Yeah, so I never
But we
heard of
just
nothing.
learned some things
that we never
They got
should
more
have.
open, yeah.
I never had that. Thank goodness. That would have been awful.
You know, your father was into this. That kind
He would not leave my butt alone.
Stuff like that.
Are you kidding me?
No.
That's just inappropriate. So let's just go right to the inappropriate news story then.
Researchers have analyzed the noises people make during intimate sexual activity.
Okay.
Professor Andre Anniken at the Lund University in Sweden.
Professor and local pervert.
Amassed 34 hours of audio recordings from over 2,200 authentic sexual episodes.
Is that right?
Very few vocalizations could be described as screams, even at orgasm.
Well, okay, yeah,
They weren't at my place.
Women apparently used very little speech in general.
That's how it should be. Right, fellas?
Yeah. You can't talk, her mouth's full, all right?
Okay.
Men were at their most verbal about 15 seconds before orgasm.
Here it comes.
About 15 seconds before orgasm. 14.
Are you counting it?
This is you in bed?
A lot of this.
My favorite part is coming up.
Here comes my favorite.
One of our listeners suggests the following. David from Dayton says, Josh says, you're crushing my eclairs.
All right. Now, if that weren't so funny, I might be hurt by it. You're crushing my eclairs.
You have to do stuff like
It's
that.
always funny.
I'm just
What's
reading.
wrong with you?
It's the reason this is a great joke, David, is the specificity of eclair.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, that's very nice.
There's no getting offended by that. Because
It's preceded by your money's on the end table. Okay, these are all very funny. Thank you.
Vocalizations were overwhelmingly non-verbal during and immediately after orgasm.
my buddy Joe Murray said that right after orgasm, he would say, "You have to leave now."
This is really uncomfortable.
The high-pitched and extravagantly ecstatic screams associated with pornographic films were conspicuous by their absence. Instead, a great majority of vocalizations were sighs and relatively mild moans, even at orgasm.
Yeah, a lot of that porn stuff, it's too much. Hey. I don't, because now I think you're faking.
And isn't there an argument to be made that in many ways pornography is ruining, I don't know how to term it, traditional or intimate relations for ordinary folks?
Yes.
Sure. It's over the top.
The young kids who grow up with it thinking that's the way it's supposed to be.
And it can be addicting for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I'm saying,
addicting. All right.
I'm saying that the stuff that one might see,
yes,
is you can't. It's what's an example?
Well, not all of it is not all of it is good for procreation. That's for sure.
No, but I mean, I'm just saying many of the features I think are artificially created by the pornographic stars.
What do you mean? What features?
For example, how's it worded here? The extravagant sounds.
Yes, a lot of that's fake, of course. Yeah.
But this researcher listened to 34 hours of actual.
Yeah.
How do they compile all that?
A lot of microphones.
Well, they have to treat it like it's a scientific experiment.
But I mean, do they have to go? Do they go to someone's house and go, "Hey, look,
yes,
we're going to set up a tape recorder.
Yep.
Hit record before
That's
you."
right.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they're naked. Where do they clip the lav mics?
Chest hair.
One on each
hurt.
nip. Chest hair.
No, they probably have a boom operator.
Oh, there's another one.
Go right ahead. Don't bother. Don't bother.
Don't let us our presence affect you at all.
Right.
And she's not a shaver. You can do a clip on down there.
There's another survey.
She's got the lav.
All right.
Another survey from the online dating website saucydates.com reveals what sounds people like to hear in the bedroom. According to a poll of
you. I really like you.
over 5,000 people, the sexiest sounds people can make in bed are... Do you want me to go 7 to 1 or 1 to 7?
7 to 1.
7 to 1. Yeah, here we go.
Number 7, silence. Silence is golden.
All right.
Wait a minute.
That's you have to leave now is implied.
Yeah.
Have you ever been told to shut up during?
No.
Shut up.
No.
Have you ever done this? You say something or she says something and you go,
What?
What? I have done that.
I've done that.
It ruined the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
My what is what?
But I don't want to say yes. What if she said, go get the horse's head? I don't want to. Okay.
So they're suggesting there's no verbal communication.
Right.
They
Silence.
want complete silence.
Okay.
Number 6.
Just sounds like an oar going into warm
macaroni and
cheese.
Sexiest
repeatedly.
sounds people can make in bed. Number
Sexiest.
6, squeaking.
No.
No, there are some squeaks. A girl could squeak, and I would be all right
Like
with
a mouse? Like
like a mouse caught in a trap, yeah.
Yeah. Struggling to get free. Yeah.
Squeaking?
The bed squeaking or her?
I think
what does it?
Maybe
does it
it's
mean
the
the bed
bed.
squeaking?
If it's the bed squeaking,
Well,
I
it
guess.
says sexiest sounds people can make.
Okay, then.
Yeah, it's a squeak, yeah.
Wouldn't that freak you out?
I'm a mouse.
That's right. I'm a kitty cat.
I'm a dirty rat.
Yeah, take
You
it.
dirty rat.
Number 5, swearing.
GD right.
Love it.
Well, see, there are two different...
Yeah, it depends.
Because there's swearing and then there's dirty talk, which is the higher up on the list.
Some swearing you don't want to hear, like, God, you smell like shit.
That's a bad one.
There you go. Well, you pretty much went to number 1 right away.
See, I'm on record. I like a Little League game. I like a lot of talk, a lot of encouragement.
And do you talk back? You like a lot of talk?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Love
Do you
it.
guys...
Yeah. I'm with it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would imagine Tom doesn't.
And women never underestimate guys want to be told what to do.
Yes,
we
help
like it.
Absolutely.
We like it.
Help me.
Yes.
So, but swearing,
Swearing is...
it depends which curse words you're doing.
Well,
there's one that's really effective.
yeah.
Yeah.
Blank me now.
Yeah.
That's a new
that is a good
Never stop blanking me.
Wouldn't that
Blank
be in
me
the,
all night.
Wouldn't
But
that be in the
would be in the
category
dirty
dirty
talk.
talk?
I don't know the difference between dirty talk
Wait,
and
so
swearing.
dirty talk is a different...
Yeah,
Yes.
it's number 2 on the list.
Okay, well, no, you can be dirty without cussing. Sure.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Wouldn't that be funny? I was really offended by your cursing while you were telling me to
Yeah. Let me ask you this.
Ram Captain.
This next sentence has no curse words in it at all, but it's filthy. In fact, I don't even know what I should say.
Yeah, you probably can't. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, you can be
kind of a thing.
Okay, so now, once again, this is the category, the sexiest sounds people make in the set.
So we're at number 5, swearing. Number 4, screaming.
Sheesh.
Wow.
Let me out! Not you screaming, John.
Hey, Wilhelm, you want to keep it down?
Number 3, heavy breathing.
Always good.
Everything in bed with me is heavy.
Including
not
your partner?
anymore. Number 2, dirty talk, which we just talked about.
Yeah, boy fell in a mud puddle.
Let that one go right by, didn't it?
And the number 1 sound people find sexiest in bed.
Choking.
Glucks? Faps?
Moaning.
Moaning, okay.
Moaning.
It's glucking for me. That's the hottest.
Clucking?
Gluck.
What's a gluck? Oh.
You had to ask.
Hey, Tom, you understand what Josh is trying to get at over there, right?
I'm moving on.
Yeah.
Does that drown out the bus station announcements, Josh?
Yeah, I often have to stop and go, what did he say?
Is that my bus?
I think your bus is
loud. I better hurry.
The least sexy noises, I think, number 1 would be
farting?
Kid knocking on the door.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never experienced that. That must be tough. Yeah.
That's the great thing about being divorced.
Or opening the door.
Oh, we're just wrestling.
Yeah.
Or phrases like, I hope that was not a shart.
I honestly don't know how you married people with
that
kids
would be,
have sex.
I think, very...
How do you
dial things
You've
down
had
a
sex
notch.
with kids.
not very often because we were divorced when my kids were little. So
Who's had sex with kids? What did you say?
Kids around.
Kids around in the house.
Yeah, in the house, you mean,
No,
in general.
no,
Lord.
it would
How about
be difficult.
dirty talk is good. What about small talk, Josh?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Oh, how about those Cubs?
So maybe do it like your crowd work as a stand-up comedian. So anybody from out of town?
She knows what I'm talking about.
Look at her. She knows what's up.
So is this your first date? Ellen, you guys.
Hey, you're not laughing now, but you'll get this on the way home.
Okay. All right. Now, here is a list of the worst things to say to a man.
Worst things to say to a man.
This is legit.
Is that as big as it gets? That would be bad.
Oh, that'd be really bad.
Let's see if that's on
Your
here.
brother's way better at this.
Yeah.
Oh, this can't be real.
It claims it's real. So what are some of the things?
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Now, this is disgusting.
Well,
I mean, gotta say now.
Okay,
up a little bit.
what was your name again?
Oh,
This is worst things to
that's
say
a
to a
one
man.
night-
Well, I bet
That's not bad.
I bet there are in some instances that's kind of hot.
I know.
Yeah.
That wouldn't bother me. I don't think that bothers guys nearly as much as it bothers women.
Right.
Yeah.
One night stand.
Right.
What was your name? Yeah.
I'll tell you.
What do you want for dinner tomorrow? Again,
Now, that's not as bad as asking her, what are you making me for dinner tomorrow?
Yeah.
good point. Saying the wrong name.
Well, that goes either way. I mean,
Sure.
Well, we had that saying an ex's name.
Yeah.
That was in one of our.
Anybody ever done that?
That's also number 1 on the.
Pat.
Sure. They're all Kim's.
Oh, that's right. You're lucky.
That's the number 1 thing on the worst thing to say to a woman.
Sure. Call her by another name.
Oh God, this is awful. Who's going to say this? Can I call you mommy? No.
Well, they're out there. And
the daddy one's probably pretty big.
That is too common. And
Yes.
Which is worse, the guy wanting to say mommy or the girl wanting to say daddy?
Okay, there's one. Did you do it like this with your ex?
Oh.
Well, who says that during sex?
Nobody.
No one.
I mean, it's crazy to say anytime.
Yes.
Did you go to the movies like this with your ex? Yeah. No matter what you're doing.
We sure did, yeah.
Yeah, we sure did. Yeah.
Things you would want to hear might be, that's never going to fit.
Sure, right.
Kind of a...
Now, we get it out of my ear.
Come again?
Oh, sorry. That makes it so much less hot. Okay. Can we wrap this up already? That'd be a bad thing for the guy to hear.
Let's wrap this up.
What about that'll hold you?
That'll hold you.
I bet that's probably said more often than not. Okay, well, thank you, Christy. I think now it's time for a palate cleanser.
Whew. I
After
know.
a session like that.
You don't want to hear that in bed either.
What, a palate cleanser?
No, it's time for a palate cleanser.
You mean you don't want to hear this in bed? Ladies and gentlemen,
No.
Silence.
Silence.
This isn't working. Sorry. Well, Ace, we're going to have to hold off.
Miracles do happen.
The power of prayer, ladies. I'll do this. This just into the Chick McGee, not sports, but news desk.
Yes?
Tom, are you paying attention?
Check. Yeah.
A beloved ostrich died last week.
Yeah, we have that.
A beloved ostrich?
After reaching beyond the confines of her Kansas Zoo enclosure to grab and swallow car keys of a staff member.
Yeah.
It choked to death on car keys?
Now, if this were a cartoon, you'd have the big skeleton key sideways in the throat of the ostrich.
The 5-year-old ostrich named
Karen
had been a resident of the zoo for around a year and was renowned for her playful antics, which included swimming in the enclosure's pool, playing in the sprinkler, and dancing to music.
Oh, this is sad.
It's very sad.
Zoo guests and staff alike formed deep connections with her, said the center. It's about 65 miles east of Kansas City, Kansas. Karen's life cut short after she reached beyond her exhibit fence, grabbed the keys, and immediately swallowed them.
I bet the zookeeper had to Uber home.
Yes.
And not to mention the fact that, I don't know about you, but I had to get one of those key fobs made.
Oh, they're not cheap.
They're like $400.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, do
Thanks
not
to Bob's keys.
not lose your key fobs, especially nowadays.
I got a guy, though, if you do.
They're going to make their money back. They're selling ostrich burgers now.
When she swallowed the keys, and that's true. A nice chef salad with ostrich
ostrich boots.
We ate ostrich one day on the show.
Oh, I've had ostrich burgers. They're good.
They tried to save Karen Tom with surgical and non-surgical means.
Non-surgical means? So they turned it upside down and slapped its ass?
Tried to squeeze
Hydrogen
the neck.
peroxide, get her to throw it out.
They tried to toothpaste the neck?
Yeah, the toothpaste the neck. Unfortunately, those efforts were unsuccessful.
So the ostrich is dead. Ironically, they were the keys to a Chevrolet Impala.
A brand new car! Maybe not.
Wow.
In the wild.
That's sad.
Now, do they feed it to... Do they recycle it, if you will?
I doubt it. I don't know what they do with the dead ostrich. I don't
feed it to the
know.
lions or something?
Will ostriches eat ostriches?
Do they bury it head first?
Oh. Great idea.
Face down, ass up.
What are ostriches doing when they bury their head in the ground? Looking for grubs or something?
Hiding from the rain.
What good are ostriches?
They're fun.
I know bees and whatever. I guess aardvarks. I guess. What do ostriches do?
They
play a role.
They're silly.
What role do they aerate?
To have
the
a
ground?
bird head on top of a long neck.
I mean, this argument could be made. What good do sportscasters do?
Well, that's why I'm trying to branch into news.
Should I quit?
No. This
You're halfway there because you've got news down.
News. And now, the news.
Great job.
Holy hell.
Ace Cosby, here he is with
Well done,
his
Tom.
joke of the day.
Is that magic?
Yes, Ace.
There's one thing that always makes me throw up.
Oh, what's that?
When my dartboard's on the ceiling.
That was Ace Cosby's
Yeah, you'll have to throw up then.
I'm going to throw up now.
I want to.
That was so stupid.
I've never wanted to curse more on the air than right this
Well, the
minute.
girls find it hot.
That was so stupid.
The dartboard on the ceiling?
No. Ace, a chick cursing, I should say. Well, thank you very much. That's a sad story about that ostrich.
Yeah, it is a sad story.
Bummer, poor Karen.
I wanted to do sad sports, but there wasn't. Remember, we tried to do sad sports.
You want to
one
do
day.
sad sports?
Yeah, I like that. I might make a new. Remember, because you had the team.
Yeah,
the
we
theme
had a
to
little
it.
theme music.
Yeah, with the sad piano.
Can you play?
No. It's a sad sport.
It's our own thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moody.
No need to do that. No more. Don't need to do any more obituaries.
Babe Ruth that day.
And that was an ostrituary.
That's me on violin.
Never had another at bat. He passed away, face down, ass up, with a hot dog in his ass.
And that's the way.
And that's when Babe struck out.
You should be narrating
I mean,
movies.
you do a Casey at the Bat reference. There is no joy
In
in his
New York
mud vein.
City. or at the local house of prostitution.
A mighty Babe Ruth.
Babe
Ruth. A hot dog up his geese.
Has it?
Okay. Very nice. Thank you very much. That was welcome. Now, we'll get back to the news with Christy Lee, but first, I'm going to help you out.
You are?
Yeah, Mother's Day. This year it's a Sunday.
Yeah, like every other year.
I forgot about that. But you can be ready for it. Thanks to my friend Steven Singer. Steven Singer Jewelers, you could maybe get that mom in your life, that thing that Christy has on her wrist.
Oh, the At Last bracelet?
The At Last bracelet. That's a big winner. Or maybe you're collecting the roses. Every season, Steven Singer has a new beautiful, this is a real rose, I should say, dipped in 24 karat gold. And this season, it's the red wine rose, deep, rich burgundy in color.
Oh, it's so pretty.
And by the way, these ship in a beautiful box, and shipping is free. They start at $69.95.
They ship right there in the box?
Can't you find anything to buy online while I do this?
I am looking, actually.
Okay, thank you very much.
Stickers.
Steven Singer, 24 karat gold. That's very nice, my friends. And Steven, by the way, has, of course, his famous free shipping, his famous lifetime guarantee. Comes with a beautiful gift message. You can pull over right now, go to IHateStevenSinger.com and get this done. You can get one of these for all of those moms in your life. Lots of great jewelry out there, just like that bracelet Christy has on. I am a big fan of that. In fact, here's my idea.
What?
You get the rose.
Yeah.
You put it in a carafe of red wine.
Oh.
Right? And then you dangle the bracelet from it.
Look at that.
We're going to call that the Tom Special. Thank you. Thank you very much. Ladies, you're welcome. Once again, it's IHateStevenSinger.com. And he is a dog guy. He's got his dog, Buddy. And we're big fans of Buddy and of Steven, for that matter. But maybe you want to get something for your wife or that mom in your life and from the doggy. Well, look what Rover gave you. Oh, what a good doggy. What a good puppy.
Rover.
You don't think Rover, what's a good generic dog name? Fido?
Rover, certainly.
Fido, Rover?
Rover's good.
King. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you like dogs with human names, right?
Right. Like Steve or Dan.
Dennis.
Big Jim.
Okay, good. It's all there. IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, Christy, what do you got?
Coming up, we're going to talk about a Belgian guy who...
a Belgian guy?
Yeah, he has an interesting thing about his body, and it involves, I can't even tell you, drunk driving, maybe?
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. It's very weird. Cursive is making a comeback in California.
Boo.
And stop bringing snakes to the emergency room. How many times do I have to tell you?
Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call.
There's a monkey here riding a dog.
Yes, there is.
Hi. And the monkey's name is...
Where's the camera?
Dawn? Okay, Dawn the monkey.
Dawn the monkey and Dan the dog, right?
And the dog's name is Dan.
Right. Dan.
Yeah. And the doggy has a little saddle.
Oh, look at that.
And the monkey's riding around our studio.
At first glance, it doesn't appear as though the monkey has any control over where the dog goes.
Quite clear. Is the monkey steering?
I don't think the monkey is steering.
He's got reins.
He does have reins. But
can I put my hand out? Will the monkey bite my finger? Or
don't you dare spit in my pop, monkey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
look at that little guy.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my God. She's drinking from James's glass.
James, I hope that's not a Jaeger bomb, James.
No, this is the white Russian, right?
Oh, okay.
I don't care who you are. That's Fracking Adora.
She wants the chocolate. He had hot chocolate. She's trying to get the chocolate.
Oh, that's delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
I told you anything sweet.
cool.
She'll like anything sweet.
Thank you for clarifying.
That really, she likes that.
Did you see that?
And you want me to tell you something? This has never been done. I've never, ever turned her loose.
Really?
I mean, I've always...
Mess.
Oh, you know
the
what?
first time I've ever turned her loose.
Because she has the strength of 10
Well, it's not that. You know, I just a little, she's relaxed and...
We can tell.
You know...
Yeah. Did you see what
in a
she
minute,
did,
she's
though?
going to be drunk.
Did you see what she did? She stuck her head in there, couldn't get the chocolate. Now she's using her hand to get down to the bottom.
Dipping
of
it out.
And licking her hand out.
Yeah.
She's no idiot.
Well, thanks for asking.
James, do you have a smoke? She might want one of those in there.
Yeah, we'll need that smoke, definitely.
As if this could get any better. If the monkey would smoke a cigarette.
Light one up.
Wow. Do they have a pre, how would I word this
Race,
delicately?
performance?
If they're going to
if they're going to defecate, do you know, or do they just like let it rip?
Yeah, and they come over and ring a bell, and because
I got squelched about her playing with herself. But on defecation, how does that work?
How does that work? Okay.
I think she's going back over to see Chris.
Might have to go. Might have to go.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Please leave a monkey turd over there.
If you could you please defecate on his keyboard?
Turn my headphones off.
Please,
that would top the show, wouldn't it, sweetie?
Just a little one.
Just a little baby rabbit.
Have you got food over there, Tom?
Would you like? No, I've got iced tea.
Oh, yeah. Well, she.
Hi, how are you, sweetie? You are just the cutest little thing. Don't walk on my. Oop, that.
We do have a banana if we want to bring it in.
Just went off. Oh God.
Bring a banana in. See if she'll eat it.
Oh yeah, she'll eat a banana.
She'll eat a banana. She'll eat the hell out of a banana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking for.
Wow. She's like a monkey on a football.
One of my favorite things you've ever discussed in the show, and if you wouldn't mind maybe doing a little bit of this for me, you have talked about marriage on this show to the point that we actually get requests all the time.
Well, good.
For people to hear your little discussion about this, which is brilliant. And I don't want to give away any of it, but would you mind relating a little bit? You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I mean, I was married for 3 years, and which is not a long time, you know. We were supposed to be together until one of us died.
True.
I never even had a fever.
Yeah.
My friends were shocked I got divorced. You're getting divorced? That's weird. You seem so happy at the wedding. The wedding? Yeah, that's not part of the marriage. No. It's like telling a shark attack victim, gee, you seemed okay on the beach. And to speak to Christy's point, you know, my wife felt I was too down, I was too negative. Oh, this divorce should help.
Yeah, there you go.
She said I had changed. You know, you didn't used to be like this. If I'd known I'm going to be like this, I never would have gone to bed with you. Hey, guess why I didn't tell you?
Yeah, okay.
And of course, you know, marriage is hard. We all know it. The proof here in the room, the success and Einstein.
Gotcha.
Marriage is so hard. Einstein got divorced.
Albert Einstein's unbelievable. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Albert Einstein, arguably the most intelligent man who ever lived, got divorced. They should tell you that before you get married. It shouldn't be, do you love her? Do you want to spend the rest of your life with her? It should be, do you think you're smarter than Einstein? And there you have it.
Yeah.
Nick Griffin, ladies and gentlemen.
Sir, more than likely you're going to get off unless you just run into a jerk. And
you're not supposed to get out of the car, right?
No. You know the best thing to do, and what I always do at night, if they pull me over, I always flip on my dome light and put my hands on the. And they always say, "Oh, you've been arrested before." And I go, "No, I'm an ex-cop." And then all of a sudden, everything just smooths.
So how do you prove you're an ex-cop? Do you have some kind of special signal?
I just say I make more money now.
And they know that you're.
They know I'm.
I see. Okay, good.
I'm so doing that, telling them I'm an ex-cop.
You don't ever say you know a cop either.
Oh, really?
Because then the automatic response is, "Yeah, I know him. I hate him."
Oh, well, they must know the same cop we know.
Wow. That's sad.
That's the automatic response.
Oh, really?
That's the worst thing you can say. But I got a friend that's a police officer.
So I have a free pass.
Yeah.
Right?
You can't pull me over.
I'm assuming I can go on with my life.
Hey, I give it the police fund. Does that help if I have the bumper sticker in the car?
No.
That's the first thing they look for.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Every drug dealer in the world has one of those.
Boy, you're a chump. You just paid for our last keg party.
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Also joining us in the studio, comedian John Bazar.
Well, I find that now that I need a woman, I mean, integrity, strength of character, honesty, but really the most important thing, got to have a big ass. I may be outside the pale on this one, judging by all the magazine covers I see, but I'm done with these ectoskeletal, wafer-thin, rice cake chomping chicks with the Ally McBeal arms and those heroin-looking legs. Yeah. Even the Three Little Pigs knew you don't build something out of sticks if you're going to spend spend any time inside.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Minutes.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello.
Hello.
Is
Hi,
there
Chuck.
anybody in there?
There's Cosby and Pat's here. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom. What do you got going on over there?
There we go.
There you go.
Just trying to test something out over here. Let me see if this is working. It's working now. Okay, I don't know what.
Sounding good.
Okay, good. Just wanted to test the machines. Now, we were talking, Christy, you had a news article about, once again, the sounds that one might hear in the bedroom.
Sure.
During the most intimate of moments.
Good Lord.
What?
Could you make that sound any less sexual?
Yeah. Sex noises is what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
That keeps the glue to the radio. Sex noises.
And I have a coming up. Sorry.
that off?
Now this thing's going off on its own.
No, I watched you reach over and touch it.
Yeah. No.
Lunatic.
It went off on its own.
Now this thing.
Sorry, it's got a mind of its own.
This is an email from, looks like Frank. Morning, gang. Listening to the sounds one makes during, and I have to say that I am a loud man.
Oh.
And when I reach, along with heavy breathing and a very loud, oh, God. One time I scared the hell out of my partner the first time that happened. Thought I was having a heart attack. Almost called an ambulance.
Wow.
How about that?
This is a discussion from comedian Rick Schrader about the communication during such events.
Comedian Rick Schrader. You're talking about your ex-wife. You ever see her anymore? Or talk to her?
No. I don't know what she's.
The cord is severed.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, I know.
Did she like your comedy? Did she come see you? You do your stand-up comedy at all?
Yeah, sure. She enjoyed it, I guess.
Come to think of it, she wasn't that bad after all.
What was I thinking?
Well, can we?
No, she was not big on approval. This is what I'm getting at in a roundabout way. Make sure you find the right person before you get married, because the first time I got married, I looked, and I thought I found that person who would tell me those 5 words every man longs to hear. Get off me, you're heavy. Are you done yet? That's one of us should be enjoying this. Of course, my personal favorite, when you're inside me, I feel nothing. Yes, I tell you this to bring up this. A little bit of Rick Schrader arcane trivia. She said every one of those to me in bed at one point. I swear to God.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. Every single one of those. In 6 years, what kind of a schmuck am I?
You had to have at one point said, I love this woman, right?
Huh? Yeah. I can't get enough of this. More stress.
Wow. You remembered them word for word.
Oh, yeah. Those are things that catch your attention.
When you're inside me, I feel nothing. I have
That's
to
a
write
direct
that down.
quote. That is a direct quote.
Oh, wow.
Because we're working up there. I'm trying. Boy, I got it in myself that time. I think I'm on a roll here. It's not fair. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't. Women have such a hard time achieving orgasm. Maybe it's because you got a big, fat, sweaty guy on top of it. That would break my concentration. I'm trying. Pillsbury Doughboy thing. I can't feel my legs. You're the one, baby. Dear God, let it end.
Thank you, Rick. Rick Schrader, divorced guy, you see.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Christy, time to change the subject. You got something of interest over there?
Health officials at an Australian hospital have been asking snake bite victims to stop bringing snakes into the emergency departments. According to the Australian Broadcast Corporation, staff members at Bundaberg Hospital.
Bada boom, bada bing.
It's Bundaberg Hospital. Were recently given a poorly secured plastic food container with a small eastern brown snake inside. The incident prompted the hospital's director of emergency medicine, Adam Michael, to warn people against bringing in snakes. He said no one is on hand to identify the reptiles, while having them in the building puts even more people at risk and delays people's treatment.
Oh, so you don't have to know exactly what kind of snake bit you? That's why they're bringing them in?
Yeah, I get why people would want to do this.
Yeah.
Hey, it was this. How worried should I be?
Dr. Michael assured physicians can determine what steps need to be taken based on clinical signs, blood tests, and snake venom detection kits.
They brought it in a plastic bag?
In a plastic container, like a Tupperware bowl.
No, because you're supposed to bring it in as one of those cans of peanut brittle.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Not the classic.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not. This isn't a joke. Didn't we have a story like 2 years ago about an app
That identified snakes?
That you
Probably,
can.
I'm sure there is one. They have them for
That's
everything else.
that should just come on every phone sold in Australia.
Yeah.
Here's
These
the
are
things
venomous
that
animals.
can kill you.
Yeah.
Yes.
In Australia?
In Australia.
Oh, so many things. A lot of
don't they
venom.
They have ducks that are venomous, right? I mean, that's a real thing.
It is?
Yeah.
Venomous ducks?
Pretty sure.
The guitarist from Talking Heads is one of the world's experts on poisonous snakes and is developing he's part of a project. I'm totally serious.
You'd just be quiet.
I mean, the guy's just absolutely fascinating.
Uh-huh.
You mean Jerry Harrison?
Yeah.
He's a snake expert.
He's
what do you call a snake expert?
part of a company that's developing what will be the universal
It's not an ichthyologist.
antidote to snake. But I'm totally serious. The guy's a fascinating guy, besides being a great musician.
The company's called Stop Making Sense.
Oh, I like that. That's not true, but that would be very funny. Maybe the delivery could have been better.
Like what? I thought it was as well delivered as it could be.
Then it's not as good as I thought.
Herpetologist, of course. Herpetologist.
Well, that's true. And if you get genital warts, you're supposed to bring the hooker into the hospital with you.
Yes, it was this one.
Look at this lesion.
Please stop bringing hookers into the hospital.
the legion of legions. No, the legion of legions. Legions. Never mind. Christy, what else? Oh, wait a minute. Give me the teaser.
Oh, coming up, Cursive returns to California.
Ooh, yay.
We have a couple of alligator stories. One that is very terrifying.
And we'll have that story later.
Guy thought he had to rip his arm off to get out of an alligator. We have
Iguana.
Iguana?
Oh, can we play that song?
What?
Mexican radio?
I love that.
Can't see any way out of it.
Okay, good. I love that. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
If you want to create a sex act of some sort, because there's a whole bunch of them.
They're
out
kind
there.
of internet sex acts.
Yeah.
I don't think they really are sex acts.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anyone out
Don't do
there
that.
with doing the dirty Sanchez.
I'm enjoying that they are.
What is it?
Might be out there
What is
too
it?
much.
The Puerto Rican taco punch. What is it again?
That's a good one. Why don't you add that in there?
Puerto Rican.
No, Bob's got the song. Bob did all the research.
There's a lot.
Bob got his Nobel on this song.
The Alabama Hot Pocket.
The Alabama Hot Pocket.
Shanghai Surprise.
My favorite. So when I found out what it was, I really thought about pulling it from the song. It's so disgusting.
Oh, I don't want to
With the Alabama Hot Pocket.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's not good.
But do you remember the formula here? You take the city you were born in, and then chick, what do you add?
Your favorite kitchen utensil?
Or candy bar.
Or candy bar,
I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Dear Bob and Tom, I was born in Walnut Creek, California. Sounds like a great place.
Creek. It is.
As a kid, my favorite candy was Fun Dip.
Oh, yeah. Fun Dip.
The Walnut Creek Fun Dip.
I don't know what those are.
It's like a stick, and it comes with a powder, and you stick the
like
candy
pixie
stick.
sticks only.
Well, no, it's like a popsicle.
Oh, and the stick is made out of sugar.
Yes, and you lick it and dick it in, lick it in.
Oh boy, you licked it. I'm sorry, Freud's in the phone.
They heard that.
I'm sorry. Freud was calling. Dr. Freud. Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff. So we're getting back to your hobbies, James. You're a bowler.
Yes.
You got that going for you.
Yes, I do.
Golf, skydiving, scuba diving,
I went skydiving.
skiing. You
I
went skydiving? How'd that go?
Yes, I did. Well,
was it a tandem jump or did you?
It was a tandem jump. Yeah, scared me. I'm big.
I was going to say, I don't
Scared you. Who were you with?
I was going to say
the other dude. I was strapped to the guy.
What do you weigh in at? Do you mind if I ask?
Then I was about 280, I guess. I'm probably 295 now.
Oh my! Now is the person when you do the tandem? Is the person
Probably
with
has
the
to
chute?
land on somebody else,
Is the
I
person
would
with the
think.
chute in back of you?
He's behind you. You don't have to do anything. You're basically like luggage.
You're looking
Screening.
at, you're just watching the ground come at you while the guy behind you
Has to do
has
all
the
the work.
chute and does all the work.
And you've never been so glad to have a man strapped to your behind. Ever. You will never. And, and you know, they call it a sport, too.
Well, sure,
the
it's
whole
very
time
difficult.
They're like, did you like the sport? And I was like, falling is not a sport. You know, if it was, my grandmother would win a medal. The Silver Hip Award goes to.
Yes.
If you want to make a sport, you should just throw the parachute out of the plane and then make the guy jump and put it on before he hits the ground.
Oh, I like that.
Now, for competition, throw one parachute out, 3 or 4 guys jump.
Oh, there you go.
On, he won.
So did you glide in, James?
We glided in, and on the tape.
Did you fall or did you land standing?
At the very last minute, he said, "Stand up," and I was already going down, and there wasn't no. There wasn't no. But my ears did not pop. The thing with the ears. Yeah. So when I hit the ground, immediately I was like. He was like, "How do you like it?" And I was like, "It was good. I enjoyed it very much because I could not hear myself.
Couldn't hear a thing.
Well, that's because if it were me, I would be tightening every orifice in my body to prevent leakage, including my ears.
Plus, there's a dude behind you.
Yeah. And that part stayed. That my ears did not pop until maybe the next day, and I had to sing that night. I was doing a play called "Smoke on the Mountain."
You're a singer? I didn't know.
Yeah, where you sing gospel music. It's a gospel music play.
You know, smoke on the mountain, fire in the sky. It's a great play. Yeah.
So I'm trying to sing. I'm like, amazing, great that we.
Well, that's unfortunate. I want to apologize to anyone that might have.
Well, I don't know if you're deaf, you automatically talk that way, even though you can speak.
That's what it sounds like when you're talking.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's nerve wracking. And the more scared, you've already done it, the more scared of it you are, the better you get out, the more you get out of it. You know, it is really like that facing your fear and all that stuff. And when you're standing in the doorway of that plane,
it's
every cell in your body screams, "You better hold on to something." I mean, it's overwhelming.
The steroid era is about to start entering the Hall of Fame.
I think so. It might happen. Let me grab that.
Okay.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Greg, it's Babe Ruth.
Hey, the Bambino, the Sultan of SWAT. You're in the Hall of Fame, right?
Sure is.
Yeah, sure, Dad. You know, we don't get the best reception up here in heaven, so let me get this right, Dad. I heard we got a pudgy old bag named Rains headed to Cooperstown.
Well, never mind. Why bother? Yes, you're
Hey,
correct.
they've lowered their standards. I knew it was bad when Cobb didn't go to bed for the last 2 days and still washed his sheets.
Hi-oh.
Dad, back in my day, if you didn't hit at least 600 home runs and bang twice as many dames, you didn't stand a chance. And how? Now they got these steroids we hear about. Hell, all we had was yellow fever, polio, and warts. And that's just what they put in the hot dogs, Dad. Hey, listen, the train's leaving. We got gigawater and a box of stogies. I'll see you in Cooperstown. Woo!
Watch the show on YouTube because the way he went, staying alive, with he raised his arms, that for me sold it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Let's try it again.
You going to tell us that joke again?
Yeah, I want to see if we can get a better take on it. Hey, so do you have a joke for us today?
Well, I learned something yesterday.
Oh.
What are the Rolling Stones better at than, say, the Bee Gees?
I don't know.
Staying alive.
The timing is better. He did the quick hand raise.
All right, let's do it one more time and take just a second more of a beat before you answer.
No, I think you the first time the beat was too long.
No,
I liked the beat the first time.
No, because one of you chimes in. I don't know.
Talking
I
over
said,
the
I don't know. You asked
Christy
the
was
question.
talking about cauliflower rice over the.
Well, you know,
So
is
close
this
to
a radio show?
I am so
are we
close
on
to
the air
cursing.
right now?
Let him try it.
what are the Rolling Stones better at than, say, the Bee Gees?
Staying alive.
Thank you, Josh.
That's bad teamwork. That's bad teamwork.
Hello, you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Peterman Brothers.
Hey, Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Josh Arnold's here.
And I need a ruling on something.
All right. There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick. Tom. Josh needs a ruling on something.
What's the ruling about?
Pat and I were just in the green room.
Yep.
And we knew we were coming back on the air. We were done in there. So right before we exit, I farted in the green room.
Yeah.
And Pat looked at me, disbelief and disgust, and said, "No, like you couldn't have just." And I said, "We're leaving," and he said, "But this is the green room. Who's wrong here? We were leaving.
You're wrong.
You can't leave. You can't exit a room.
The green room is right. There's a door to the outside.
Knowing that it's going to be empty, though.
No, there are other people in the building.
But they're going to be working.
No, they might. You're overestimating the work ethic of the rest of the people in this building.
Yes. In defense of Josh, there's already an odor in there.
Well, yeah, there is an odor.
That's because
my own brand of Febreze is what I was trying to.
Well,
okay. Well, thank you.
To cover up the silk.
So you're saying, is everybody in agreement with Tom that I messed up?
Yeah, go outside.
I think you should do everything humanly possible to not have gas in front of people.
And there are other people in this building.
No matter how bawdy and rowdy we get, Tom, I'm talking to you too.
I was going to say
you shouldn't fart in front of someone.
Don't. These are accusations that are as all of your accusations
you
are
fart as easily
ungrounded.
as I'm breathing up and down the hallway.
I have seen you, Tom, walk to Chick and say something, and as you're walking away, fart.
Pull it right out, man. Boom. I'm rolling out. I got to fart first.
Christy, could we?
So earlier we were talking
Anyway,
about
Pat, I apologize.
sex noises, right?
Yes.
We have a letter. This is from Morgan. Good morning, gang. I knew a guy who, when he was about to climax, would want the woman to say, "Touchdown, Tennessee."
What? What do you think that's
She
about?
said, "Talk about a turnoff."
Boy, that is specific.
Yeah.
Why did he have to hear that?
Sounds like a volunteer fan. Rocky Top, baby.
Wow.
Big Orange. Power T.
A wise man named Chick McGee once told me it's all about specificity.
True enough.
Something that's really
specific.
specific.
Yeah, really specific.
I bet that guy's got a tattoo.
Yeah, probably says touchdown Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have an update on ostriches as well.
Okay, now we had a story about an ostrich eating a zookeeper's keys and they had to kill it.
Yeah, it's sad.
Promptly dying. Passing away.
And I asked, why do they bury their heads in the ground? Are they looking for grubs or whatever? Well, we're being told that they actually don't put their heads in the ground. They just get them as low as possible to the ground when they feel threatened.
That's not true. I've seen them go into the ground on a cartoon.
Yeah, same here.
Tom, haven't you seen an ostrich in a
And
cartoon?
as we know, cartoons do everything. Like I said, if this ostrich who'd eaten the keys and died, if it had been a cartoon, there would have been a big skeleton key sideways in her neck. And in a cartoon, they would have, somehow
punched her in the stomach and it was shot out or something. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now, we have Christy Lee at the news
Alligators
desk.
in the news.
Okay, what do you got?
A diver recently out of air and pinned by an alligator at the bottom of the Cooper River in South Carolina. Will Georgitis decided his only chance to survive might be to lose his arm.
I'm sorry, Chick. I have bad news for you.
Yes.
Your leg? It's Will Georgitis.
Not Will
He told the
Georgitis.
Post and Courier of Charleston that he put his feet on the gator and pushed as hard as he could. Said somehow ripped his arm out of the alligator's jaws instead of off. He was attacked April 15th as he tried to surface from the river. He said he's seen gators before, like he's been in that water like 30 or 40 times.
I've seen gators before.
But never
been in that
had one
water
come
before.
after him.
30 or 40 times.
Man, that's scary.
Yeah.
Scary.
Where was this?
This was in South Carolina, in Charleston. He suffered a broken arm and has tons of staples from the wounds.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Man.
Yikes.
Wow.
And a barefoot man in shorts in Florida wrangled an alligator with his bare hands. Video was captured in Jacksonville, and it shows the shoeless Mr. Mike Dragrich approaching the 8-foot-long nuisance gator in the middle of a road and wrestling it into submission.
Nuisance.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may want to look that word up, whoever wrote that.
This guy is...
Well, he's an MMA fighter, also a licensed alligator trapper.
he knows what he's doing,
Yeah.
but it's a pretty big gator, and he runs right out into the street. There's a lot of traffic, and he grabs the thing,
he told
and he's toting it all over the place. I don't know how he knows what he's doing, but he sure does.
WOFL.
We're not awful anymore.
Catching the reptile took him about 5 minutes. Also known as the blue-collar brawler on social media.
That's right,
Mr. Dragic went viral last June when he captured an alligator in a parking lot near an elementary school.
This isn't a news story at all. This is a trained alligator capturer capturing an alligator.
But I think he just happened to be walking by. He's wearing shorts and he's got no shoes on. Not even... Not even a pair of Crocs. Sorry.
Only you.
Honestly, you feel good about that?
Yeah.
You sit there and go.
Job well done.
Not going to get any better than
You run
that.
into somebody later today, you'll go, you hear what I said this morning?
About the Crocs.
What's our next story? Mechanic fixes car.
No, the guy wasn't. He was not on duty as an alligator hunter that day.
Okay.
Duty. Yeah.
Duty. He's just walking by.
But he's a trained alligator guy.
Yeah. He's wearing shorts and he's barefoot and doesn't have gloves or anything on. He picks up this giant alligator.
What's our next story? Mechanic helps person stranded on the side of the road with their car. That's the same thing. Get better stories.
Let's stay in Florida, shall we?
It's a long show.
Fills up car after tank runs out of gas. What? Your car runs out of...
Okay, that's fine.
Wildlife officials in Florida removed over 24 iguana eggs from a Miami resort pool after an iguana got stuck inside a water slide.
That's sad. He was having fun.
Michael Ronquillo and Humane Iguana Control told WFLA that the resort contacted the company after the iguana had gotten stuck inside the water slide jet. He said when he arrived, the iguana had found its way out of the hole, escaped, while her eggs had somehow ended up at the bottom of the pool. In total, 30 eggs were removed.
Oh, wait a second. Now, first of all, I can tell you how they got to the bottom of the pool. If you're familiar with water slides, see, gravity, the way it works, little inertia. So iguana eggs. I wonder how big they are.
I was going to say.
I don't know. I don't know how big of an iguana
It's gotta
it
be
was.
small.
It could be a little. There are a lot of sizes of iguanas. They come in.
Probably like a chicken. Well, they grow, don't they?
Yeah.
Hope they survive all that.
Types.
That kitty pee in the
jerk. You're being jerky today.
No, I'm just.
Yes.
I like teasing you because you get sassy and it turns me on.
And what are the deals? What's the deal with the pet iguana? They have some disease, right?
Chlamydia.
Is that right?
Chlamydia, those are the koalas.
That's the koala bears.
Yeah.
I don't know if iguanas have a disease.
Well, koalas aren't bears, you know that.
No,
and
they're not.
koalas are closer
Your
to...
Komodo dragons, their bite is so filled with bacteria that they're deadly. That kind of thing.
Yikes.
Koalas aren't bears, but they're closer to the iguana family than they are to...
They're marsupials.
These iguana eggs look to be about the size of a peanut M&M.
Oh,
that tiny?
Yeah.
They're tiny.
Yeah.
So are they colorful?
No, they're white. They're all
Are they
just
full
white.
of chocolate?
Well, these
we
look kind
dye
of
'em?
brown and stuff, but
We could die if we get a hold
that
of
might be
them.
poop. These are.
Are you staring at iguana crap right now?
No.
You sure?
Oh, look! Here's the story. Here they are at the bottom of the pool. In the story we just
In Miami?
did. Yeah.
Oh, there they are. Yep.
Just throw some quarters in and say, hey, kids, bring back the quarters and the iguana eggs, and we're going to hatch them because we don't have enough iguanas around, for God's sake.
I got you a pet iguana, Tom.
We did.
Yeah, would you like to?
No, I don't want to get near it. I'm terrified of this thing.
You're terrified of a little
Remember,
iguana?
Tom once said that lizards are just snakes with legs.
Yeah, they're even worse. True. They can chase you. I hate them. Right now, we have to defer to Mr. McGee.
Talk to me, and I'll talk to you about Simply Safe, the design-it-yourself, do-it-yourself home security system. The only home security system we recommend. I was on Simply Safe 5-6 years ago. I said, fellas, and women, look at this home do-it-yourself security system, and you install it yourself. Save time, save some cash, and Simply Safe has all the bells and whistles like sensors to detect break-ins, fires, floods, temperature sensors, high-definition indoor and outdoor cameras that keep watch over your property day and night. A great way to check in on your pets, and backed by 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. And get a load of this. Simply Safe professional monitoring agents can help stop crime in real time. They can talk to intruders through the wireless high-definition indoor camera and tell the intruder police are on their way and they are being recorded. And Simply Safe, no contract, 60-day money-back guarantee. Try Simply Safe risk-free, and if you don't love it, just send the system back for a full refund. Simply Safe has given us and many Bob and Tom Show listeners real peace of mind, and now you can have it too. Plus, we've got a deal for you. Get 20% off any new Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Coming up, Christy Lee will try to defend wasting kids' time by teaching them cursive writing.
And we're also going to talk about the Wiggles, whether you like it or not.
Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Well, the church burned down and no one knew what Pentecost Baptist was going to do. The brimstone got so dadgum hot it'd burn up a church bus in the parking lot. In a panic, the Reverend Dr. White called up an ex-member that hadn't lived right. He owned Joe's beer joint right across the fence. It's the same Joe's he'd preached against. He said, I don't really want to be a hypocrite. I got a Sunday school class about to have fits. We're all excited about Revival Week and been moved by the Spirit, so to speak. With all the souls we saved and money we spent, we thought God told us to sell that tent. I got a famous evangelist supposed to come. I've run out of chairs. Will you loan us some? Joe said, well, y'all can just use the whole dang place. Ain't nine on a jukebox, Amazing Grace. I ain't supposed to be open because of them blue laws, but we'll open tonight if it's all right with y'all. Preacher says, well, I reckon it'd be okay. The good Lord works in mysterious ways. Is going to talk about Joshua, Judges, and Ruth, and I reckon I could do it from the DJ booth. At the First Baptist Bar and Grill, it's the only church in the Bible Belt that smells like a whiskey still. When the sinners finish one more round, we'll have dinner on the ground and go inside and pray we don't get killed. The evangelist came with a well-dressed choir. They showed up around happy hour, looked around the joint, and didn't take it real well, said the white ministry has gone to hell. Ms. Mills that taught youth Sunday school and two deacons in the back room shooting pool were sharing the Lord with the Jim Beam rep who was teaching Ms. Mills some line dance steps. Reverend White was reading from the book of Luke to a tall drunk trucker about to puke, had John 3:16 memorized, trying to dry him out to get him baptized. The evangelist yelled about the lights and the beer, said, White, you can't save any souls in here. This place ain't nothing but a den of sin. Ain't the kind of place Baptists ought to be in. Preacher says, well, we don't really need y'all here. You didn't do a very good job last year. You only saved one sinner. That's Todd McGuire. He's a little sumbitch, set my church on fire. Joe's beer joint has done been revived. Only been here an hour and it done saved 5. Sure, it's got mirrors and a big dance floor, but I finally found the flock God called me for. They're at the First Baptist Bar and Grill. It's the only church in the Bible Belt that smells like a whiskey still. I'm trying to think, make sure I don't cuss in here, because usually in the show I do.
Yeah.
I know the lyrics to that. And here's always chill. Oh, yeah. And we're here every Sunday. We're living large. We're the only church with a covered charge. And if you don't like our doctrine and think we ain't devout, we'll have our bouncer throw your ass out of the First Baptist Bar and Grill. Oh,
yeah. A lion. I've always said,
You want a lion?
I would I know this is crazy that I thought about this.
What now?
I would never go into the wilderness and get and have a lion because they belong.
Right.
That's where they belong.
But if somebody like maybe they worked at the zoo and there was a lion and it had to live in a house, but it had to be sedated all the time, and I could squeeze it.
Raised from a cub and
Yes.
know you. And
I would love a lion just because they're so cute. I would just bite them all the time. Their face, that little
They
nose.
bite back, believe it or not. Yeah.
And their
dogs,
teeth are bigger.
Nick has raised a very interesting point.
What?
Which is the essence of it, I think you said, just because you like something, you don't have to have it.
Well, I've always been, somewhat controlled by my finances, so there's a lot of stuff that even if I did want, I couldn't have.
Oh, sure.
I mean, I literally, and I have panic attacks. Well, I'll get done with the workout, and I go, I want to go get one of those really nice, like $6 smoothies, and I'll think about it for like, should I treat myself? Am I worth it?
Yes, Nick. You're worth $6.
You know what says something you think? I think in my head I'm probably the only one doing this. Right. I was at Whole Foods, and they had these like expensive lemonades. I don't know how to explain it, but the tops were the type where it had a metal top, and you would pull it open, and it would be a rubber seal like the old days.
Oh, yeah,
and it was like a little bit extra. But I had friends coming in from out of town, and I know this is crazy. I thought it'll look good in the refrigerator, And I was at Whole Foods, and I bought milk in the glass. I wanted it to look, I wanted it to look like my home. It was a home, like my mom's house.
Right.
Yeah. So I walked over and I went to buy it. It was $2 more than regular lemonade. Then I walked away. And then I went back. I went, what are you doing? You are a full-grown adult, and over $2, get the goddamn lemonade. Well, it worked, because I'm not kidding you, but the outcome is how I reacted. My sister-in-law was there, and she opened the refrigerator, and, I go over, all my brothers are married, their refrigerators are filled with, so she opens up, she goes, oh, fancy lemonade. I was like, oh, yeah,
A lot of fruits and vegetables, whole food. You're supposed to drink like non-fluoridated water that has minerals added into it.
This really sounds
so
dull.
it's no tap water.
It doesn't sound like you're going to make it.
No,
it really doesn't.
Right? It's like you have to you have to find joy in the little things.
But don't you find yourself like, say you're on a date and your date is?
I make a date exception.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So
I sure
there
do.
are exceptions
I've had
to
17
all rules.
dates in the last weekend.
Well, internet porn.
Well, there's photography.
People don't go. Yeah, photography. People don't go to porn shops anymore.
No.
Because of the internet.
Oh, that's true.
But I think you miss out on the social aspect.
Is there a social aspect to that?
Yeah, well, you avoid eye contact. Try to hide your titles. Tranny. Oh, no, I was working on my car. The other day, though, I was watching gay porn.
Uh-oh.
No, wait, I'm sorry. I was watching pro wrestling.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello. Where are we? Newscast with Christy Lee.
Oh, yeah, news. That's right.
Here she is.
Cursive writing is making a comeback at some schools in California.
Well, it's about time.
It's never gone away.
Starting this year, California grade school students are required to learn cursive handwriting after the skill had fallen out of favor in the computer age. Assembly Bill 446, which was signed into law in October.
With a cursive signature?
Requires handwriting instruction for children in grades 1 to 6.
And is that right after a steam engine repair or...
Do you remember...
Invalid.
Did you have the... they had these oddly shaped pens when you first started writing cursive? They passed them out. That's what they did in my school anyway.
No,
really?
We just had that. We had the regular alphabet, capital letters, small letters, then above it,
the cursive.
The
But
cursive
no,
one,
the
just to
pens-
make it that much more confusing.
The pens were like this and then curved out where you could, so make it easy for...
Did it feel like it helped?
Your little hand? Yeah, I think it did help.
Oh,
I'm embarrassed by my handwriting.
No, they want kids to learn this so they can read the scribblings of great grandma when she sends them.
A lot of kids can't even write anymore, Tom. It's become a real tragedy.
I didn't ever agree with Tom on anything, but now that they've got the e-sign and there's really...
Wouldn't you be better off teaching the kids how to type?
Experts say learning cursive improves cognitive development.
That's what this is about.
Reading comprehension.
It just confuses them.
No, it doesn't.
Among other
How do I make a B? I got to make it 4 different ways.
Josh, I can't get any smarter, okay?
I know you can't. You're excluded from this. Yeah, of course.
I think they should separate the class into groups. If you want to become a physician, we're gonna teach you cursive because it's much harder to read, and you'll probably be giving people the wrong thing. Okay. Very good.
It's a cognitive exercise. It's important.
Yes.
It's a waste of time.
No, it's not.
It really is not. But
waste of text.
You can.
I wish I could find the story I read yesterday about how bad the last 5 years and students because they don't write and they can't write and they're not.
But writing in cursive isn't going to make them write any better.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
It makes them focus on the words.
Yes.
It makes them
think
concentrate
about it.
on.
It ingrains it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like most things, you don't care for this, so you're angry and being.
No, something must have happened. We all know how this works.
Somebody hit his hand with a ruler.
Yeah, he was made fun of when he was 4
Because he couldn't
or
write
something.
well.
Yeah,
That's why he only signs his name T-O-M.
He had a bunion on his index finger or something.
Yeah,
they get those on their feet. No, I didn't. I had a bunion on my finger.
I know that they teach this at typewriter repair school.
Again,
for the kids that want to go
it's
into
not the same.
You know,
even a typewriter. If we taught kids on typewriters, it would still make them focus on how to type and words.
They're
and all
not
that.
doing that.
He's in that comedy cave with his little axe.
Okay.
Here's something else he's going to
Now,
hate.
I will say it does make it easier to write your name when you pee in the snow, Josh.
Yes, it
so I can
does.
see why you like that.
That's why this is important.
You ever done that, Christy?
No, I have never done that.
You could pee in the snow your name and have your husband dot the I.
Is it too late for me to learn how to type? I've always wanted to learn how to type.
You don't know how to
Of course
type?
not.
I don't know how to type. Tom doesn't know how to type.
You don't have to know how to type.
What are you doing over
Two
there?
fingers.
You're typing,
I'm
right?
hunting and peckered. I want to be able to do, yes, sir, I'll take this letter, Maria. Stuff like that. I can be able to do that. Doesn't that sound like fun? Wouldn't you like to learn how to type, Tom?
I always thought you did type.
I would have learned how to type, but they're wasting too much of my time teaching me cursive.
So silly.
Why don't you care about actually having a conversation with them? What's the problem?
You're not going to convince me that this is important.
Well, then we'll quit talking.
This just
about
sounds like some phony educational
No, it really
BS
is
that
important.
some guy who's getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to come up with crap like this and make the government force it down your throat.
For fans of the Wiggles who thought their songs Fruit Salad or Hot Potato would be better if only they had a thumping dance beat.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we hear you.
I give you Fruit Salad.
It's gonna be a fruit salad treat. Fruit salad.
So is this the new version?
That's right. The Wiggles have released an album called The Wiggles Sound System, Rave of Innocence.
Yeah, the prison version of fruit salad is really rough.
That
Toss fruit salad.
That remixes their classic songs as electronic dance music. The Blue Wiggle, Anthony Field, says it's incredible to see people in their 20s and 30s enjoying the music they grew up with in a new, fun way.
That's the blown wiggle.
The Wiggle Sound System is out now. They also have tackled a song that I know you loved, Tom.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Here we go.
Yeah.
You might know this one.
Baby shark, do-do-do-do-do, baby.
Oh, they brought it down Layla style.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. This isn't bad.
No.
It's better than the original.
It's not nearly as fun as the original.
I like this.
So you're saying this is like when the famous Eric Clapton Unplugged album where he does Tears in Heaven, he can segue into Baby Shark acoustic?
Daddy Shark.
Yeah.
I kind of like this, too.
Isn't it a miracle none of the Wiggles are in jail? I mean, when you looked at them, then you go, all right.
Yes, one of them.
One of them, at least one of them has Jared Fogel's email address.
No. My kids loved the Wiggles.
Doesn't the Blue Wiggle sound like a sex move? Well, I'll tell you what, everything was cool. She did the Blue Wiggle and poof, it was over for me.
It was amazing.
That is hot.
Tony doesn't like being called a poof.
Are they Australian?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
Front row we was at for the Wiggles concert. I'll never forget it. As long as I live.
Poor woman. You're a good mom.
My poor kids, they were out of their minds. They were so happy.
All original members still?
Really?
Yeah, back then. This was 2000.
All original members.
Anthony Field, Lachlan Gillespie, Simon Price, Tashay Hawkins, Evie Ferris, John Pierce, and
there's that many?
That's a lot of Wiggles.
Oh, yeah, there are a lot of Wiggles.
There's a bunch of Wiggles.
hell?
Let's
5 or
see.
6, yeah.
I don't know if there's any room
1, 2, 3, 4,
There-
5, 6, 7, 8 here.
I don't know if there's any room
I
for all
can't
that.
believe
Is it like when you look at bands like The Association and they've had like 84 members since 67?
Does it say when they started, Chick?
The Wiggles are an Australian children's music group formed in Sydney in 1991.
Okay.
As of 2022, the group members are all those people.
Pat, on
Around a while.
the road, where did in the Wiggles when they would be in a hotel? Where would they stay?
The wiggle room.
So close to being wonderful.
I stumbled.
Wiggle.
The hotel was really crowded, but no matter how crowded it was, there was always a little wiggle room.
There you go.
That's
the joke, darn it.
There you go. Okay.
What happened to the original cast?
I don't know. I know they're not alive.
Hey, Pat.
Explain,
Yes,
Pat.
sir.
I've got a request here. First off, your new song is out there in video form. It's called Too Much Weed.
Yeah.
It's out there.
Your new song is out there in video form.
Smells like weed. Sorry, Pat.
That's all right.
And you have another new one that I don't think Josh has heard. I know you debuted it yesterday. Do you want to?
Yeah, it's called Guess My Name.
It's about contemporary technology and morons in our society that are out there
Okay.
and turned loose.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm the guy who says your tweet is pretty lame. You can post all you want, and I'll have a mean reply. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. You may know my work. I start with, hey, douchebag. Your face is fat, and the songs you sing are gay. That shirt you're wearing, does it come in men's sizes? Don't quit your day job. Learn how to play. I'm the internet comments guy, guaranteed to make you cry. You can block me all you want, but my words will never die. I can barely read, but I'm a critic, yes indeed. I'm the internet comments guy. You post your face on Facebook or Instagram a selfie. I'll say your pouty lips were made for glory holes. Put up a YouTube clip and I'll crap all over it. I'm a faceless punk, a witless jerk, and a gutless troll. I'm the internet comments guy, a social catastrophe. I spell you're the worst, Y-O-U-R, no apostrophe. If you're voting for the other guy, we'll be here all night because your side's wrong and my guy's right. I'm the internet comments guy, living in my parents' place, talking trash and not getting punched in the face. I say, good luck, you schmuck. Your video sucks. I'm the internet comments. I'll be up in a minute, Mom. I'm the internet comments guy.
I love that.
Yeah.
Hey, douchebag. That's so true. Thank you, Pat. Now, should I mention Mr. Pat Godwin?
Yes, you should mention it.
We'll be at a place called The Strand in Shelbyville, Indiana, coming up this Friday. The Duke Tomato Trio will be there with some horns at The Strand on Saturday. Look at that. Very nice. Now, we return to Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News desk.
All righty then. A Belgian man has been cleared of a drunk driving charge because of an unusual condition. His body creates its own alcohol.
Oh, yes.
Have you really?
Syndrome.
Yes, we've talked about it. Yeah.
Yep.
A Belgian court heard
Very odd.
how the unnamed defendant had the rare condition called auto-brewery syndrome, which can sometimes be brought on by intestinal problems. The judge emphasized that the defendant did not experience symptoms of intoxication. Those afflicted with ABS sometimes display symptoms consistent with alcohol intoxication, such as slurred speech, stumbling, loss of motor function, dizziness, and belching. Now, does that mean they will still blow on a breathalyzer?
If they don't want to pay the ticket. Oh, on a breathalyzer.
Yeah.
No, yes, absolutely.
Probably.
They will.
Yeah.
And how do you prove that you had this and you weren't drunk?
Well, no,
you must have to carry a card.
No, you are drunk.
Yeah, you are.
It manufactures alcohol in your internally. It's like a terrarium, but for alcohol.
Oh yeah. So Christy, let's say you're driving for 6 hours, and all of a sudden this is happening,
right?
And the next thing you know, you're hammered. You didn't. It's
So
your body producing
starts-
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you do get pulled over. How can you go? Hey, look, this is.
I wasn't drinking. How do you prove that?
Whatever, Dipso, right? Is that
Yeah. So,
what a wild affliction.
I mean, your body
joke.
produces methane,
Yes.
Yeah.
and this guy's body produces alcohol.
I guess I saw the example I saw was someone who was a severe alcoholic, and I guess that sometimes lends itself to the manufacturing of it.
It does.
Yeah.
Really?
No matter how, yeah. Because he hadn't had a drink in 3 years, and he was still drunk and getting drunker.
Oh my gosh, that's got to be really difficult for somebody who's trying to stay sober.
Hey, Steve, is this whiskey sour? No, that was my urine sample.
Or it's pretty easy to stay sober because you don't need to drink because you're always
Yeah, right, but they want the clarity.
I hadn't drank for 13 years, and I'm loaded.
Okay.
That's wild.
Andy?
Speaking of drinking, the Black Dog Pub in South London has a message. Hello to all the lovely Swifties. That's because the bar was name-checked in the Taylor Swift song The Black Dog. Swift sings about someone who was close to her, who forgot to turn off his location sharing, and she tracked them into some bar called The Black Dog.
My gosh, she's still singing about stuff like that?
Yes, the whole album's like that. The bar is giving away lager to anyone who buys food this week and quotes the song.
What would you quote the Zeppelin song?
Would you ever track anybody?
No,
That's insane.
I don't even track my kids, and I know people do, but
I get it. Well, if I get that kind of.
I know, but I never did.
Tracking somebody you're dating?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
you know what? It's probably way more common than I. Yeah.
Well, I was looking in your phone, and I noticed, what?
What kind of relationship is it that you have to track someone?
Sad? A sad relationship.
That is sad.
So how do you do it?
It's on your phone.
Throw an
You
AirTag in somebody's car.
You don't even have to throw an AirTag. Just check their phone.
Exactly.
Yeah, they didn't know what they were doing with the AirTag stuff, did they?
No, they
What do you mean? So I can... Can I track anybody I have on my phone?
You can hook it up, but whoever you're tracking has to verify it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you are aware that somebody
would have the ability. But you can turn it off on your phone if you don't want anybody tracking.
With the AirTags, you can slip them in her purse or whatever, and off you go.
Those are a separate device?
Mm-hmm.
But also the cops, I know there's a current rather tragic murder case that's somewhat famous in which they know where the guy was and they know when he turned his phone off.
Oh, yeah.
And they know when he turned it back on.
Just by the location.
And then where he went the morning after the murders.
Sure.
They're never going to know where I was because I turned my phone off. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
So they'll know that your phone was off while you were killing him.
Yeah, well, his defense lawyers are coming up with some BS. But,
And I have one more story. Ringo Starr is more a fan of the Beatles' 2021 docuseries Get Back than the 1970 Let It Be movie, even though they used much of the same footage. Ringo says regarding the Let It Be movie, there's just not a lot of joy in it. He says the Get Back series works really well, though. This is all being brought up because so many people, especially young people, saw the Get Back docuseries and now want to see the actual movie, Let It Be. So that means Disney Plus will stream the restored version of Let It Be starting on May 8th.
Let It Be is just poorly edited. Just made to look unpleasant and awful. They should burn it.
You can see for yourself starting
All
May
right.
8th.
To save your time.
But Get Back shows them having fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of in a lot of different places. Yeah.
Oh, good.
I mean, you can imagine if they did a documentary about this show.
You could edit it one of two ways. You're right. Yeah.
During the breaks, you could just have Josh in the green room waving his flatulence around, and
Well, I like to let people know I'm here.
Or you could have the pleasantries we're discussing off the air.
Sure.
Some
Tom, of course, having his address. Ever he's air quotes talking with.
Here's a story we did yesterday, though, but you may have missed. I thought was kind of interesting. There's a new startup out there seeking funds for AI-powered home security camera that would actually shoot paintballs at somebody.
I am so in.
I love this idea. Although the problem with this idea is I'm seeing the UPS driver getting pelted with.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Joseph. I thought you were a burglar. Could you wear a striped shirt and one of those black eye things on your face?
The company OZIT recently announced
it.
Cam Eve, a line of monitoring devices that use motion detection and facial recognition to guard against possible intruders. Regarding concerns that the right people are targeted, the company says the device sends live footage to your phone for confirmation. So if you see somebody...
Okay.
But how are you going to know?
But if you see that they're wearing a UPS uniform.
No, but I mean, what about the DoorDash lady that doesn't have
This is going to accidentally... Somebody's going to accidentally shoot the wrong person.
Somebody's getting shot.
And this got me going off again about AI. I'm just so sick of everything has to be AI now. I call it the new bacon. We get it. AI is going to be doing lots of different things, but does everybody have to have in their press release?
That they're on the forefront of it. Yeah,
the new Slinky with AI technology. It'll go down the stairs.
We're going to get. It won't be long now when we have stories of a couple who got divorced right after their marriage because she found out he used AI to write his vows. We're going to get those stories.
Oh yeah, I bet so.
Yeah,
AI is going to change all kinds of like condolence letters and all kinds of things.
It already does. You can go online right now and find.
Absolutely. Yes.
Everybody's writing gooder.
Good.
Yeah, he's right.
And I bet the AI-controlled paintball thing, you could probably program it or whatever one has to do. Just every shot right to the nuts, perfectly.
Oh.
You ever taken a paintball to the nuts?
Not to the nuts, no.
It's brutal.
Oof. Yeah. Took one to the top of the head.
Don't you wear a cup when you're out paintballing?
I learned my lesson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Talk about blue balls.
My brother took his phone over because I was like, I don't have much AI experience. My brother Jeff goes, watch this, and he into his phone. He goes, tell a Josh Arnold joke. And then he goes, okay. And he started reading it. It was, I was at the grocery store trying to buy healthier food than I normally get. And it was like, good. This is already close to something I would talk about.
Ask it to write a bio or something.
So can you use that as a creative tool for you to write?
Well, that's what I go, man, I bet so many people are going to start open mics and they're going to use these AI things.
Yeah.
Mine, I said, show me a Josh Arnold joke. And it said, unzip his trousers. The joke was...
I was wondering what you were trying to do there. While I was standing in the green room, he comes up from my fly.
What is it? The joke's in your hand? I love that.
Yeah, these are all classics. And AI's just stealing them all.
That's the best.
That joke would have sounded a lot funnier if I told it right or thought of a funnier joke.
No, you're
But on Raycon earbuds, it would be perfect, right? Is that correct?
On Raycon earbuds?
Oh, no?
Yeah, it would be, but I'll tell you about that tomorrow. How about Steven Singer Jewelry?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Steven Singer. And you know they have the At Last bracelet.
Yes, they do. I have it on right now.
Look at that.
I'm sorry, what bracelet are you talking about?
The At Last.
Okay.
True love has come along.
Well, Steven, I know all about Steven Singer Jewelers. I know, for example, that Christy
and
Lee...
his dog, Buddy.
Buddy is not wearing the same thing on Buddy's left wrist as Christy has on hers, which is the At Last bracelet.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that. Steven Singer Jewelers also, of course, Steven is famous for his gold-dipped roses. You see him at IHateStevenSinger.com, by the way. Now, what I'm talking about here is a real rose dipped in 24-karat gold, and it's called the red wine this season because this one has a deep, rich burgundy color.
It's very pretty.
These are going for $69.95, by the way, free shipping and a free personalized gift message from you and a free lifetime guarantee. That, of course, Steven is also famous for, say you get some earrings, you want to upgrade those earrings after a while, some nice diamond earrings, and guess what? You get that full value when you upgrade. Lots of cool stuff going on with Steven at IHateStevenSinger.com. Lots of mothers in your life. And we've also recommended if maybe your doggies want to give a Mother's Day gift, well, Steven Singer's got all kinds of cool stuff. Oh, just across the board and cool jewelry, et cetera, at IHateStevenSinger.com. Check out the inventory. And with Mother's Day just around the corner, when is it, Christy?
It's May 12th.
So it's a Sunday this year. IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Coming up, it's your history lesson. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
By the way, parents, if you have kids and you have the minivan, make sure there's at least 2 TV screens in the back of that minivan because, God forbid, your child might be forced to use their imagination for 20 minutes on the way to elementary school in order to keep them busy. I say much better. Every single moment be spoon-fed by the video god that runs their life. Gee, I wonder where ADD comes from. I can't possibly imagine. I mean, we kept the boy entertained 24 hours a day his entire childhood in front of a television with a remote control and a game console. All of a sudden, he can't pay attention. Oh, great Zeus. Why have you done this to our child? Please send down on some of your pharmaceuticals as which to cure the lad. Otherwise, we might be forced to spend time with him, and frankly, he's kind of an idiot. And while you're at it, send me something for my fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome and myriad of other ailments the medical community has convinced me that I have, because as an American, if I don't feel good 24 hours a day, well, there must be a pill I can pop into my face and change my brain chemistry to constantly feel better. Or maybe, and I'm just spitballing here, oh great one, maybe you're not supposed to feel good all the time. Maybe it's supposed to be a struggle to get out of bed every once in a while, and in doing that, it's how you become a better person. When you hurdle that part of your life, then you just create this incredible sense of entitlement, which is what I complain about the rest of the world having. Maybe this ADD thing is kind of overblown. Maybe it's supposed to be harder to read something than it is to watch it on TV, and we have these big, fat, drug-addicted kids that are basically embracing all the worst parts of Elvis Presley. We're not doing them any favors. Maybe, oh great one, the rest of the world isn't the problem. Maybe it's me.
Yeah.
By the way, that bit is entitled Parenting Advice from a Guy That's Never Had Kids.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com, check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Frigamal Broadcasting presents another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
The year was 1912. The place, Hocker on Rhine, Germany. After several complaints about unsanitary conditions from competitors in a sledding event, it was determined that some of the participants were unaware of the precise nature of a particular event. Once the officials removed all the phlegm balls from the course and explained that the name of the event was pronounced luge and not loogie, the competition continued without any further problems. Ironically, the eventual winner of the luge event was an Austrian named Karl Bürgermeister. He took the gold medal by a narrow margin over Norwegian athlete who was disqualified.
This has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7. 24/7.
Yeah, I am seeing this girl I went to high school with. And it's
Did
weird.
you meet her at the reunion?
No, we knew like in high school, but like she's older. And it's weird that like if you're not the same grade in high school, it's such a big deal. And when we met, I was a little ninth grader, and she was a cafeteria lady.
Man, I love that hairnet. Oh, man. Gets me so...
Right.
And your name is Moody McCarthy, but you're not called Moody because you were bipolar or this was a nickname you had as a kid.
I don't know. I don't think I had a conversation that messed my head up because my friend's real depressed. And I asked her, I go, what's that like when it's at its worst? And she goes, oh, I just sleep all the time and I don't leave the apartment. I was like, uh-oh. Those are the two things that make me happy. Now I'm depressed that I'm not depressed. I don't know. But I like depressed people. They're easy to be around.
Yeah.
Right? Very low maintenance.
Right. Uh-huh.
My girlfriend on the couch, she's depressed, and I used to ask her, I go, hey, what do you want to do today? She's like, nothing. I'm like, done.
So weak.
I felt like a provider. That's great.
Yeah.
The hyper people make me anxious, like, because people assume I want to do whatever they want to do.
Let's go hiking. Let's go backpacking. Let's go ride bikes.
Oh, that'd be great. You do those things?
No, my least favorite question when someone asks you, they don't even tell you what they got lined up. They're like, what are you doing tomorrow morning? I'm like, screening your call.
I know what you're saying.
Hi, this is Mike.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Tuesday morning starts the weekend. Thank you for participating. I appreciate it. Tom, how you doing over there, bud? You all right? You all set? You know what time it is?
Yeah, it's time for Today in History.
That's right.
Learn us something.
And once again, it's Palindrome Week 4/23/2024.
What?
Wait a minute.
Doesn't really.
What does that mean?
April 20. Tom?
I don't know what. You want to do birthdays or big events on this date in history? What do you?
Both.
Billy Shake's born today, right?
Correct.
Oh,
William Shakespeare.
I always celebrate it.
1564. Wow, that's
Can you believe it?
born in Jersey.
Boy, can you imagine how old the iPhones were then?
Oh, jeez. Those early versions.
That's like the first, the beta version.
Oh, now here's something interesting.
Okay.
I bet it's not.
I bet it is. James Buchanan became president, of course, 15th president.
Nickname? Bucky?
Not nicknamed Bucky. Born in 1791, he was, quote, a lifelong bachelor.
Funny he never married.
Loved Broadway shows and had an incredible sense of style.
Played Bernardo.
Like to slurp on
in
Franklin?
West Side Story.
Is that right?
The George Chakiris role, of course.
The White House never looked better.
Yeah. Thank you for participating in our stereotype
Throw pillows
assault.
Yeah.
Devastating.
Did you see where Lenny Kravitz stopped at a Buc-ee's recently?
Oh, he did?
Oh, my gosh. It's
Yeah,
a
he
great
walked in. He
video.
was walking in.
He's
Oh,
just
why? Did they have a mirror?
Well, he was wearing leather from head to toe.
You
It was
know,
pretty funny.
Lenny does some fine stuff, and you discount him because he happens to be handsome.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
No, he's always wearing sunglasses. He's an ass.
What level of rules?
You know what? I never thought of it that way.
No.
Did you guys have a lot of Dickie Betts tributes Friday?
No.
No,
Surprisingly.
but we were surprised.
Believe it or not.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear it.
I'm
Tom.
a big fan.
I know. I was sorry to hear about it.
Blood collectively ran cold when we found out.
I told my brothers, I go, I feel like I should text Tom.
Big fan. Sorry to see you go, Dickie. Dickie was in here. He was really nice.
He's a full-grown man.
Cool.
Dick Betts. Okay, come on.
He changed his name to Richard Betts there for a brief period of time when they were taking themselves too seriously.
120 years old.
Let's see. Happy birthday. Oh, the great Roy Orbison.
Oh, yes.
One of the finest blind musicians.
They made in the early MTV era, they made they did a concert film of him.
Huh?
They did it in black and white, and they never stopped moving the camera. They should have shot the director. It really stinks.
I love that.
You loved that? It was how do you word the trouble they went to make it. It became more about the filming than about the concert. It was way too self-artistic. That was a turd. Let's see.
You can be debated with on this.
No. If you want to do that, why bother looking at the art when you can be so self-conscious?
Well, Roy couldn't see it. He was so blind.
He's not blind. Lee Majors, the $6 million man. These days, that wouldn't even get you an artificial finger for $6 million with inflation, the way it is.
Who was he married to?
Farrah Fawcett.
Farrah Fawcett. Yeah, right.
Were they married till the end? Or
no?
Okay.
Nope.
Ryan O'Neal was married to her at the end.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
Let's see. Oh, George Lopez. Happy birthday, George, born in 1961.
Still owes me $20. I'm not speaking to him until he comes.
He's got the big hair now. George has gone hippie on us. John Cena, the very fine actor and
he's
wrestler.
Got a great butt, right?
Oh, man.
Cal Penn. Happy birthday, Cal.
I like Cal Penn.
He's also been in here. He's been in here as well.
Who's Cal Penn?
He was Kumar in Harold and Kumar.
Oh, yeah.
And he was on House. And then he was actually part of the Obama administration.
I'm surprised you didn't do a James Buchanan. He's been in here.
Friend of the show.
He was here. Oh, yeah. He was here.
He was in.
Lenny Kravitz won't be because Tom doesn't like him.
Good.
Thanks
I talked to Lenny Kravitz.
Don't have enough mirrors.
You did?
Yeah, I interviewed him a long time ago.
Cool.
Down at the arena.
That's cool.
I saw him hitchhiking once.
He got mad at me.
I rolled my window down. I said, "Are you going to go my way?" And he said, "Yeah." And I gave him a ride. He told me he was dating an American.
He was dating an American woman? Is that what you're going to tell me?
We said good morning this morning with El Conquistador. Josh
a man
Arnold.
bothering another guy at work.
Yep, he's just trying to make a living.
Yeah.
Call me El Conquistador.
That's
Josh Arnold returned from his bass fishing tournament. Last I heard, he'd quit, but he's back evidently.
Yeah.
And you did not win any money. What?
No. My brother Jeff did. Yeah.
Biggest fish you caught? 2 pounds?
2 pounds.
2 pounds.
They were tough to find.
Let's see. Tom said that he had a local police officer approach him in his neighborhood and told him to tell me that the police officer calls his male member a crank.
Has since he was younger.
And
he wanted to make sure that.
Very excited.
Because none of us had ever heard that expression when used that
except
way.
me, which was
validated you.
Of course, there's something different and new in the building, and Tom is pissed about it. Our green room, where we keep our snacks and refrigerator, had a new granite quartz countertop on
Beautiful.
And it smells like vinegar, I guess, and it's driving you crazy.
Yeah,
the last time I happened to be standing in there when he walked in, a scowl on his face. Boy, I could smell that in the hallway.
It smells like douche night at the Attack of the 50-Foot Woman's house.
Just awful. And number 7 will call tomorrow morning, talk about the NFL draft.
Joe Theismann will be our guest tomorrow.
One, the only Joe Theismann.
All right. Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.